My computer is always so slow.
Yeah.
Let's see. There we go. We are live.
All right.
The after party. It is Saturday night.
Always
at the YTPC. So Captain Burley Slice and I just finished recording the newest episode of the Brothers of the Pipe podcast. And this week we smoked John Cotton's Double Pressed Virginia. And the double press line is really interesting. What Russ Ouellette did is he took a Virginia flake, he threw it in a tumbler and broke it up till it's basically a ribbon, then pressed it again into a crumble cake, which is, I think, a genius idea. And it really makes a difference. Dark color to the tobacco. This Virginia is almost oily, like a Latakia would be, or an English blend would be, and it's really interesting.
Hey, we got Blue Line Piper and David G, two fantastic gentlemen already in here. I hope you're both having a blessed evening, and really delighted to see you in the chat already. Thanks for stopping by.
So if anyone watching this has enjoyed Double Press Virginia or any of the John Cotton Double Press blends, there's the Latakia, the Virginia, Burley, Kentucky, and maybe one other I've forgotten about. But leave a comment. Let us know what you think.
Yeah, so David G saw my video from earlier, and David G, this is your kind of blend, buddy. This Hornet chewing tobacco, smoking this, it is some stout stuff, and I believe it'd be up your alley. I think you are just the man that could overtake this blend, and I think my eyes started watering a little bit while I was smoking it. And he's smoking Autumn Evening right after I say that. That's awesome, man.
That's funny.
The Urban Hermit is in the chat, and a very good evening to you, sir. Thank you for stopping by. Great seeing you. House of Manners. He's having a family night. Hey, thanks for stopping by, brother. Yeah. He said, Hunter, give Dakota my gift. Yeah, he asked me about it the other night. I said, he told me that he had something from you for me. I was like, but he wouldn't tell me what it was. I was like, I saw him today. He still didn't bring it to town, so we were giving you a little bit of crap there.
In town, it was a long week, very, very long week.
Justin is in the chat. David G said he'd love to give it a try. Smoke Snacks. Hey, fellas, about to head to the movies with the wife. Hey, well, thanks for stopping by, Smoke Snacks. Have a wonderful evening, date night with your wife. I hope you guys have just a wonderful time. Let us know how the movie was.
What's the movie?
Yeah, what's the movie? Sounds interesting. I don't know what's playing now. I'm so disconnected from all that type of stuff. I shouldn't be, but I am.
Yeah, I haven't watched a movie, and I don't mean like the movie theaters. I mean an actual movie at home or anywhere in months.
Well, I got my monitor on my gaming PC is a 4K monitor with 240 hertz refresh rate, really good HDR settings and stuff. And I got a 4K Blu-ray player, so I can set this up as my home theater system. And I purchased, and me and the wifey poo last week watched Inglourious Basterds.
I love that movie.
In 4K, and I got a pretty good sound system set up, and so we had a lot of fun watching Inglourious Basterds in 4K, which I don't know if you saw the video on that, but not only the classic pipe scene in that movie, but Brad Pitt is snuffing all throughout the film, and I don't know, I forgot that was in there. I haven't seen that movie since it first came out, and
I don't recall that, but
Walt and Pipe Philosophy is also in the chat. Good evening, guys. Justin, if I did not say hello, sir.
That's a good deal. Would you take that deal? Yeah, I'd take that deal. Damn good deal. We killing Nazis.
We're in the Nazi hunting business.
I'm not really a Brad Pitt fan. Nothing against him, but I'm just really picky with movies. I'm not a big movie guy. He did do a good job in Inglourious Basterds, though. I did enjoy that movie greatly.
That was a good one. That was a good one, man. Brad Pitt does some good roles, though. Have you seen Spy Games? Spy Games with Robert Redford?
No,
that's a pretty good film.
Johnson, though, but I haven't.
Listen, I'm not a Tom Cruise fan, but The Last Samurai was a good film. You see what I'm saying?
There was one Brad Pitt movie I think I did like. Was it Mr. and Mrs. Smith? Was that Brad Pitt?
Yeah, that was a fun movie. I enjoyed that.
Yeah,
Angelina Jolie. Yeah.
I remember that one.
Fury. Justin's talking about Fury. I haven't seen that one. I've seen a lot of clips from it. It certainly looks good. I have a friend I work with who's a big fan of that film. Troy is an awesome movie. I could not agree more. That's a good
Yeah.
one. True Romance.
Oh, haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it. Is that a chick flick, Walt? You watch romantic comedies?
These are Walter.
Old Man Copper. What's going on, brother? He had a good video yesterday. Everybody go check out Old Man Copper's video about the fallen oak yesterday, man. That was what a great message in that video. He does such a good job. Johnny, what up, nerds?
Hey, we do have the link posted. Someone click into that.
Yes. Someone jump in here. Johnny said in my video today, he said, your name should be Captain O.D. Green. And I commented back, I said, yeah, MASH really imprinted on my personality as a kid.
Johnny has the, I guess he just got it. I'm not sure, but that 320 Roma Lucite.
Yeah, he has a collection of his favorite shapes now in Roma Lucite. I think that's so cool, man.
I know he's been collecting the Roma Lucites. Me and him talked about that on the live or something, that we're both really into the Roma Lucites. That 320 was bad. I liked it.
Yeah, man. What a cool collection. Get all of your favorite shapes in one of the most attractive, what do you call it?
Lines, I guess.
Lines, yeah, I guess it would be a line. Yeah, very attractive, very nice.
The next Roma Lucite that I'd really like to get is the 315, which is I think they call it a Prince.
Okay.
Definitely the 315 shape.
I'd have to look that one up. Hey, guys, the link is posted. Anybody wants to jump in here, feel free. We would love to have you.
But yeah, the Roma Lucite line is awesome. And I've been smoking what was that shape number? Was it 616? I got it wrong. Thought it was 606 because I have one of those too, but it was 616. And it is the regular Roma line with the vulcanite stem, but it's really an awesome billiard.
I believe that was the number that we looked up.
Yeah.
But I actually can't be too sure now that you mentioned it.
Sorry, my trying to get. There we go. We got Old Man Copper joining. My screen did something crazy for a second.
Yeah, waiting on him to pop in here. He's probably allowing all the permissions and stuff.
We got Johnny being Johnny in the chat box. That's nice to see.
Yeah, Johnny is being Johnny. I'm shocked. You know what I mean? Oh, boy. A bunch of great guys here in the comments tonight, and it's really good to see each and every one of you guys. I think I might grab a cigar soon, Hunter. I'm not sure.
I actually plan on smoking some kind of cigar after I smoke this.
Really?
I'm trying really.
Yo.
Hey, there you are, brother. What's going on, man?
Woo!
Welcome back.
Not much, man.
I was going to ask you about that rum you were drinking today. Is that pretty commonly available?
Yeah, man, that is. It's actually, I said Bacau, it's Baku.
Okay.
It's a Dominican Republic.
Yeah, I've heard good stuff about Dominican rums. It's made out of cane sugar, obviously. It's a real rum.
Absolutely.
And you just sliced up a key lime and threw it in there on the rocks?
100%.
Yeah. It looked refreshing, man. It looked good.
Dude, it was nice, man. I definitely needed a toddy for the body, you know, and get myself going as I do that stuff. Whoa, what did just happen? Am I still there?
Yes, sir.
All good.
All right, hold on.
Hunter
Good.
Walt's asking you what you are smoking.
Yeah.
What I'm smoking?
West Virginia, Savinelli Collection, 1999.
Yeah, I still have a little bit of John Cotton's Double Pressed Virginia left over from the podcast as well, but I think I'm going to grab a cigar here in a minute. Old Man Copper, what are you smoking, buddy?
Got the Ephemeris.
Nice.
The Ephemeris from the Briary.
Yep.
And I'm going to do an inaugural smoke on the Edwards pipe.
Hey, show Hunter the spine ridge going down the front of that. Hunter, is it already packed? Okay,
No.
There you go. Check that out, Hunter.
Oh, that's
Algerian briar, I believe he said, and
Yeah,
it has
Algerian briar.
this cool, almost helmet spine ridge down the front of it, man. It's
Yeah, isn't that neat?
Leaf and Briar is in the
Awesome.
chat. A very good evening, sir. Yeah, that's a really cool pipe, man.
I'm digging it, brothers.
Yeah,
This
brother.
one Dakota calls the Goofy Savinelli, but he says he means it in a good way.
Yeah, I actually like that. It's got good bowl capacity, a nice saddle bit, but it's kind of a goofy shape. I like it. It's very different for a Savinelli. It's not a
It
classical
looks a little
traditional
top
shape.
heavy. Yeah.
Yeah, it's actually attractive in its own way.
It has a really nice, I guess it's a sandblast to it, and each side is completely different than the other, but I like it.
The new Zona is in the chat. A very good evening.
Isn't that interesting?
Zona. What's going on, buddy?
Look at this guy. What's going on, brother?
Oh, boy.
Hey, been a long time.
How
Been
you
a long
doing,
time since I
man?
hopped
How
in.
you doing?
I'm good. I was just gonna hop in first a few minutes. Hey,
Yeah.
Copper, good to talk to
Hey,
you.
bro.
Good to see you, sir.
How are you?
Uh,
How you doing, brother?
I'm great. It's a little early in the night for this kind of excitement,
What you got?
but I've got some Gal with Hogarth cherry twist here.
I've heard
Oh,
about it.
man.
How is it?
Okay, I don't know, but I hadn't had it before. I haven't tried it yet, but I'm not gonna smoke it. I'm gonna cut a little bit up and
You
I'm
gonna
gonna
chew it?
chew on it.
Let's
Yeah.
do
That's
it.
it.
Let's go, baby.
Let's go.
Hey, that rum
Let's
twist
go.
from them is as old man Copper would say, it's dynamite, buddy.
It's dynamite, man.
it's good stuff, man.
I'm
All right, so
Jimmy
what do you
Walker
think?
wannabe.
Here we go.
Oh, David G. Hunter, he got some of that Indian Rustica.
Down she goes.
Yeah, buddy. Look at you manning up.
Wait, Chris, have you ever chewed before?
Oh yeah.
Okay, yeah.
He's going to turn green in the gills.
Oh,
Hell yeah.
Hunter, David
It's not
G's got a
bad.
question for you
Okay,
in the
let me-
chat there.
Chris, give me 1 second. Let me get to David G, and then I'll tell
Go
you something.
for it.
So the Indian Rustica, I kind of enjoyed it actually. The texture was wild. It was way different than the Toke Rustica we've been using. I haven't decided yet. Dakota let me know after I use it. There's a trick to doing it. You slowly or something, but he let me take it all harsh like an idiot at first. But
I was told to give you the advice after you made your mistake. Real quick, guys, Gumleaf Pipes is in the chat. He is a pipe smoking brother all the way from Australia, and he gave me some information about the struggles they have there with obtaining and what they have to pay for tobacco. And at some point, I want to kind of document the struggles of pipe smoking around the world. Not everybody has it as well as we do it here in the States, but he's retired military man from Australia. And a very warm welcome to him. I hope everybody goes over and checks out his channel as well. It's great to see you in here, sir. I hope you're having a wonderful day.
so, Chris, I have chewed a lot of rope before, but it was always rope designed for chewing, like honeybee or whatever it's called. And there's a few others. I
Uh-huh.
know there's a few of the Galwoods that you can chew. So, how is it?
It's actually very good. It reminds me.
Nice.
Didn't they make Cherry Skull
Yeah.
at one time?
yeah.
That's
Yeah,
a-
chew
that's-
that shit right now.
Yeah, exactly. Amen. That's a lot what it's like. So,
Not
if
twi-
I'm not mistaken, back in the day, it was common for people to chew this.
yeah.
People
Now,
would chew it all the time.
even on the description from Sammy G or Gall with Hogarth, it says the boogie, the brown black boogie, whichever one that is. It says in the description of it that people chew it. But I know Carrie and other people has tried the Black Irish X and lots of the other ones. So I don't think you're doing anything dangerous because I think it's been done. I haven't personally. I've chewed a lot of loose leaf chewing tobacco and
Yeah.
snuff and even plug tobacco. Race car, I think, was one plug.
I've chewed a lot of Cannonball.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Cannonball.
I dipped for years. I was a grizzly guy. Grizzly
Ooh.
long cut straight was my
Ooh,
go-to
the welfare bear.
at the welfare fair. And but I'll tell you though, guys, if you're going down to the fishing hole,
Yeah,
hey man, throw a little of this in your pocket.
Hey, listen, I'm going to give that a try because I think I would enjoy chewing that one more than I would enjoy smoking that one. The cherry smoke for me is like, it smells great. I could have my wife smoke it beside me and enjoy it. Me smoking it, not as much.
This is actually really good. I'll do this again. I was going to tell Hunter something though.
Yeah.
You know, when we were at Muletown, and I know you had the Toke Rustica with you, but you
Yeah.
were like, I have to save this man's life. He wants to try the Toke Rustica. I think I could have handled it. I think I could have handled it. I'm just saying.
I'll
I
mail
was
you
ready.
some, brother. Hey, I can fix this. I have plenty.
It wasn't that I didn't think you could handle it. What I didn't want is your very first nasal stuff experience to be bad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's a valid point. That's a valid point. It is.
No, exactly.
It's not just an expert level snuff to take. It is a blending component that we are completely abusing.
We're not all David G. I mean,
we're not all David G.
No.
He is my man. Hey, Brian Moore is in here, if I'm not mistaken. Brian Moore just got some Bradbury Coast and another blend that he's really enjoying. He let me know earlier if I don't have my names mixed up. Good to see you in here, sir.
Yeah, you did say Barbary Coast, right?
Yeah, Barbary Coast, and he ordered one other thing, and he was really enjoying both of them. I'm really excited for him that he ordered 2 blends, and someone was trying to get in, and it might have disappeared. If I missed you, come back. I'm so sorry. No, it's still there.
Barbary Coast is one that I knew I would like because it was GLPs, but I actually liked it even more than I thought I would.
Cactus, what's going on, buddy?
What's going on, gentlemen?
How you doing, man?
Doing all right. I got off of work early, so I'm here for the whole deal.
Hey, good for you, man. Good seeing you.
Good seeing you guys.
What we're smoking?
This is G&H Brown Flake Unscented.
Me and Hunter's big fans.
I got that the Tortuga Estates kind of Rhodesian thing.
Dude, that guy's channel, he has a collection like none other. It is impressive.
Check out his shop, too. He has a coupon right now for 30% off.
Now, where's he shipping out of?
Germany.
What's the shipping like?
It wasn't outrageous.
Okay.
It wasn't outrageous.
I'll check that out. So
yeah, I'm glad you said that.
Yeah, I can't remember. I want to say I got this for like 160 shipped.
Guys, I'm going to mention something else in here real quick. We got 18 viewers at the moment. I'll mention this later because you know how the viewers cycle. Old Man Copper, giving back to the community, has a coupon code YTPC for 15% of, is that everything?
Everything. I went with everything.
Guys. He's got, this is his newest model hats, but he's got other hats, all of his wax products, 15% off to give back to the community. The coupon code is YTPC at, is it oldmancopper.com?
Oldmancopper.com, and pretty soon we're going to have a Captain Burley Slice hair pomade.
Yeah.
It's going to be probably in about a month to 6 weeks. We'll have that out.
Yeah, buddy.
And there's going to be a limited run, but we're going to have that on the site, and we're going to have some cool stuff. But yeah, it's 15% off and everything ad nauseum for anybody YTPC. And we've, I say we, but it's just me. But we've got some people are using it. 3 people bought some stuff today, and they use the YTPC.
I was one. I bought some stuff today.
That was you, okay?
Yep, in Phoenix.
I knew it.
I'm about to hit you up on some.
Hey, Copper.
I appreciate that.
Hey, absolutely.
Can you make me my own label of Rogaine? Is that?
Yeah, I can't use the hair pomade.
I'm next.
I tell you what, y'all want. If you hit me up, man, just try to find a way to send me a little message. Because I don't know everybody's names yet. I'm still trying to get everybody. So if you hit me up, man, not only will you get that discount, I'll kind of drop something a little extra in there for you. And so I'll take care of you. So James or Cactus, that's you, James?
Yep, that's me.
Okay. Got it. Copy that. All right, let me just write it. So we will take care of that, my friend. I just saw that.
Awesome, man. This is it, man. This is what it's about, guys. This community, I know I said a lot, but I mean it, man. And I've been in a lot of communities. I'm like a hobby-rich individual. There's a lot of different interests and stuff I pursue and I'm interested in and I talk to people about. And there's great guys in all of them. But as a general, universal vibe, the pipe smoking world is just something different, man. You guys are rock stars. and like Johnny says, legends. And I love it, man. I love it.
So,
Good
Greg,
people, man.
ask, you can taste the cherry while you're chewing that.
Mhm.
Good.
Yeah, it's not real strong, but it's there, and it's pretty pleasant.
Yeah.
Man, that sounds good.
mean-
I'll be honest, that sounds pretty good, man.
Do y'all have some on hand?
No, I'm gonna have to
You
order
know,
some. I got some rum
Yeah.
twist. I bet that would be pleasant though, wouldn't it?
Oh, yeah.
The rum twist.
I bet that would be good.
Did you recover from smoking that chewing tobacco?
Listen,
Oh,
man, that
no,
was a bit rough, man.
I can see a tear in your eye.
Dude, my tongue was tingling. My retro hell, all of my nasal passages was tingling. I'm like, holy! Now it was like crumbly dry. The bag was compromised. It was bone dry. But man, it was like David G level, just heroic dose of nicotine. Yeah, boy.
Kudos for taking one for the team on that.
Yeah, I tried it,
Right.
man. Well, Cornbread Piper did a video about it, and I'm not going to let him have all the fun. You know what I mean? So everybody go check him out as well. He's a newer presenter on YTPC, and he said it's a Southern secret. I know people's done stuff like that, and so we. Carrie said, sunscreen for the scalp. That's what we need in this community. Old man Copper, get these guys' heads protected.
Yeah.
It's a whole nother thing. We can work on that. I got some other stuff coming up pretty soon, but I got one I'm going to hold off on a little bit. I'll let you guys know in a couple of weeks.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm having fun with this, man.
Yeah, man, it's good
Hunter.
stuff.
Oh, didn't mean to interrupt. I apologize.
No, sir.
Something I was thinking about. I don't think I've seen anybody in the YTPC smoke this yet. Just don't they sell Rustica tobacco?
I've
Like that
smoked it.
strand of
Yeah.
tobacco, the strongest strand.
Yeah.
I think Walt had a video smoking the HH Rustica.
Yeah, he doesn't like that. He didn't like that much, but it's a blend that's featuring Rustica. And now I have, I had pure Rustica. I don't know if I have any left. I gave Hunter some of it for blending purposes. I don't know if he still got it, but
It's right over here, actually.
I'd like to
we
get a
have
hold of
pure
some.
Rustica, and it doesn't burn great. It tastes a little weird, and it has 8 times the nicotine as compared to even something like Burley. You know,
Right.
everybody thinks of Five Brothers, how strong Five Brothers is. Which it's a shag cut and has a lot of surface area, so concentrated smoke. But legit, Rustica has 8 times the nicotine. It is
Wow.
it's something.
This is why I was thinking about it, because East Texas just did that history video, right?
Yeah, I saw
About
that.
history, really good video. But I was reading up on this a long time ago, and sources say that back when a lot of those tribes would smoke that tobacco, they would smoke Rustica, a very high concentrated tobacco, to the point that it can make one even hallucinate.
Yes, not only that. Well, the warning label on the Toke Rustica snuff that me and Hunter do, the warning on the website says abuse can lead to hallucinations and death. But you're right, and it's still used as a recreational drug over in Thailand and certain other places. They use a little concentrated amount of it. They have a bamboo bong type water pipe, and they use it as a recreational drug and get a big concentrated hit, inhale it, and they'll pass out. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I've heard people say this for years. Oh, they were smoking that wacky weed, but come to find out, it was actually tobacco.
Possibly.
Possibly tobacco.
The history of cannabis is a long history as well. But there's other stuff that native smokes too. We have stuff around here that grows locally that not in a pleasant way, but will absolutely send you on a spirit journey. But I'll just tell you the truth. Pipe Philosophy. If you've ever read the book called Tobacco: Man's Relationship with This Plant, something like that, a very long book. I've only listened to it on audiobooks, and it's like 28 hours. It's a hefty one. It talks about you were talking about the shamanistic practices back in the day, and the Native Americans' practices. They would make a tobacco tea, use it as an enema, and straight to the bloodstream and go on some spirit journeys and stuff. So like those guys were partying it up with it, I guess.
It was the closest thing they could get to like cocaine back then. You know what I mean?
I don't know, man. I mean, I remember my first like chew of Copenhagen that made me sick and vomiting everywhere. You can only imagine what a shaman rustica tobacco tea enema would do. Good Lord.
Yes, Johnny. Yes, it does. That is no fact.
It grows right under the Mountain Dew tree, actually, Doc. Hey, East Texas Pipe Club is in the house. And a very good evening, sir. I hope you're doing well.
What's up, brother?
What's up?
Speaking of which,
Yeah.
Yeah, he did a great video on the origins of Latakia today.
That was a good video, brother.
That was
awesome.
a good one. I like that.
I do have to go back and watch that one, but I promise I will, and I'll leave you a comment when I do.
East Texas started Copenhagen at 13. I had my first chew of Copenhagen at 6. And boy, my mama was one pissed off mama bear. And that's a whole nother story.
Never tried chew tobacco.
Love it. Oh, man.
Not very glamorous. And once you get hooked on it, man, it's a strong, fast delivery device. It'll get you real hooked, man.
I'll tell you this: I've used nicotine for years, from pipes, cigars, to nasal snuff, to chewing tobacco, to moist snuff. That nothing has had me like Copenhagen had me. That was the most difficult thing to stop. I mean, for years, just all day abuse. And well, I actually did switch to Stoker Mint towards the end. But anyways, I still get a can from time to time just to reminisce about old time's sake. But thanks to, 1 second here, lucky old.
Those Vins, yeah.
Johnny just called you out. He said Hunter is lying. He'll leave a comment but won't watch, Patrick.
Hey, I promise you this: if I leave a comment, I'll watch the video.
Oh, that's funny. That's got a funny story behind it too. Kind of an inside joke, but yeah, that's a good one. Hey, Johnny don't miss a beat with that, man. You know what I mean? You give him some ammunition, it's shots fired across the bow, baby. He ain't playing around.
Johnny will go a little bit without commenting. You almost forget he's there, but he's listening. He's listening to every word. And as soon as you slip up and say one thing, he's going to let you know.
Hey, Trucking Piper's in the chat as well. And a very good evening to you, sir. Hope you're doing well.
I was going to say, you talked about the enemas earlier. There was a news story a while ago about college kids doing like vodka enemas to get drunk, and they were ending up in the hospital.
There was 3 people local to me. One of them was married to my uncle at one time that did it with wine, and they about all 3 killed themselves. 2 chicks and a dude in a camper up the holler somewhere. Yeah, really happened. About killed all 3.
Which uncle?
Uncle Tracy's ex-wife, the mother of your cousin Christian.
Okay, understood.
How drunk do you have to be to like, take off your pants, And
well, my understanding was never mind. Guys, listen, we got some cool stories and we got some weird stories from West Virginia.
I didn't know that. Thank you for asking, but like little family history that I was not aware of, so I had to interject there real quick on that one. But anyways,
I feel like a good old boy with this chewing.
Yeah,
telling you.
What was it, old man Copper?
I said, I think I can understand the mechanics of it, but good Lord.
Yeah, well, bypassing the liver with alcohol is dangerous, okay? And it's really, really not smart any way you want to look at it. So,
what are you drinking tonight, Dakota?
I got a little Wild Turkey 101 and some Elysian Space Dust IPA at 8.2. It's a really good one. Yeah, I usually do.
I found the new tobacco I'm really into. I was going to tell y'all that real quick.
Yes, please.
Have y'all had Fayum yet?
I have not. That's a HU blend, right?
Yeah, Carrie's in the chat, right? She sent me a little sample here a while back. I just now got around to smoking it just the other day, and I think it's incredible.
Really? I'm so glad to hear that, man. HU has been so impressive to me with what I've tried so far, which has only been 3 blends, but very impressive.
I looked around, poured online, finally got on Boswell's, they had a 10. So I grabbed it up quick. It ought to be here in a few days, but really good. And then at Nashville County, that'll be next.
That's mine. That's my pick. Now I don't think it's their most complex or best blend or something like that. The Dark Sea is like such a complex one to sit down and kind of dissect the flavors and pick apart. But that Nashville County is a wonderful tasting. I could all day it and it not get old. It's like Wessex Burley Slice with something else, and it's the Virginia and stuff in it. Keep in mind, it needs dried out, man. Don't even try to smoke that stuff fresh out of the tin. You just have to simply have to dry it out. But Nashville County is an all-day smoke for me that's affordable. You get a 100-gram tin for like 20 or 22 bucks. So it's like $10 or $11 per 110 size worth, right? It's a good value. I really like it.
That's what I thought too. I was like, this is good for the money too. Also, I mean.
Yes, sir.
And of course, after shipping, though, gosh, man, like $7.50 for shipping.
That shipping really adds to it, man.
HU is manufactured by Kopp, and right now I'm really enjoying a lot of stuff made by Kopp. They're producing a lot of great blends. Freiberg and Traer, you have Wessex, you have Solani, you have HU, and I mean, there's a lot more. It's not just that, but I'm not liking the STG stuff or the Cornell and Deal GLPs, but right now, anything produced by Kopp has really been hitting the spot.
And the asshole is made by them too, right?
What Masshole?
I'm convinced of it. Furthermore, I'm convinced that the pieces of Burley Flake inside of Nashville County is actually Burley Slice Wessex specifically with the same toppings on it. Masshole being probably the same base tobacco without the toppings, and very well could be the exact same blend, to be frank, used in Old Burley Bear, which I enjoy so much.
But yeah, we're 99% sure that it's Kopp. There's a lot of reasons why.
Even the length of it, of the individual slices, if you unrolled Wessex Burley Slice, you have the exact same length of flake as the Masshole was shipped in. It's obviously a European Burley flake, and there's really just one place making it. So, I mean, there's like no doubt it's coming out of Kopp.
So we need somebody with like a mass spectrometer to do an analysis.
You could analyze it that way. You could fingerprint it. You could if you had that.
Ernie from Watch City Cigars said it was someone in Europe. So that's either going to leave STG, Galwith, Dan Tobacco, or Kopp. Well, it's definitely not a Galwith product. I can promise you. Definitely not an STG product. I can promise you that. I don't know Dan making anything like this because as far as I know, Dan Tobacco either produces their own blends or the former line. They have 4 Virginia Flakes under the former name. And that pretty much just leaves Kopp. And like Dakota mentioned, they have Wessex Burley Slice, which is kind of folded along, kind of over itself as like long flakes. And just smoking it, it's the same base pretty much. The topping might be a little different, or really casing when it comes down to it. But we're like 99% sure it. When you eliminate everything else, what remains has to be your answer. Sherlock Holmes said something along those lines, and that's
it's deductive reasoning. But yeah, I don't know of anything else that it could even possibly be. By the way, Cactus East Texas Pipe Club said thank you for sending him the Nashville County good stuff.
Absolutely.
I'm glad he's liking it too, man. That's a nice blend.
Their director's cut is really good too.
I haven't tried it yet. It sounds amazing.
I have a few tins. I haven't opened it yet, but that's the one I'm probably most excited about. And I really want to get some. Is it Louisiana Flake or Louisiana Broken that HU has?
Louisiana Flake is a Galwith product.
Okay, then it's Louisiana Broken that HU has.
Okay.
I don't
think
a
vapor or something like that. It's got to have Perique in it. I think.
Yeah, I think it does. There is 3 big Virginia blends that HU has that's available in the United States. And I'm not saying that's all they have, but the 3 that are most popular, it's Director's Cut. That's probably their most sold blend because it's twice the price of everything else. You have the Louisiana Broken, and then there was one more I'd have to look online because a few of their blends do have funny names that I can't quite remember. But there was real popular. That was in Virginia. But I'm with Dakota. Everything HU that I've smoked has been fantastic. Thanks to Walt, Carolina Kirk. I've had 2 HU blends that are not available in the United States, Doc Worker and Moroccan Bazaar, and both those were really good too. So HU is kind of like where it's at. I know we lost Sutliff and McBaron, but then here comes HU, kind of made up for it in a way, you know. So
Absolutely. I was gifted some a long time ago too by somebody in the YTPC, some HU before it came over to America,
uh,
and it was some of the most unique blends I've ever had. I
mhm.
mean, it was just one was called Great Dexter, something like that. I'm sure Walt has it, um, but it was really a really unique blend. But the guy that started that company, and I forget his name,
I
he
don't
just
know.
started blending out of his garage.
Oh yeah,
I think he's from Germany, but the guy has an incredible passion for tobacco. Just go
With
read
a
up on the guy.
tobacco forward philosophy. One of his
Yeah,
things is tobacco forward, guys. Real quick before I lose it here in the comments, real quick, Johnny asks the difference between the Stoker's Red Supreme and the Bold. Hunter might know that better than me. I would just be conjecture if I.
all I remember is that I enjoyed it's been a while.
It's been a while for me. East Texas Pipe Club asked about the Rougarou. Is it all hype? So we had it. Lukester had some. I tried it at Muletown. I thought it was really good. It's also the limited release effect. It's all gone now. It'll never be made again. I didn't know you got some. That's right. They talked you into it, didn't they?
I went on. I didn't think I'd be able. I wasn't planning on getting it. I
That's
checked
right.
how quickly it sold out, and it was still available, and the site wasn't crashed. I'm like, well, crap. I walked into this, sent it to the cart, went through no problem. I'm like, well, I guess I've got 8 ounces of Rougarou coming.
It is good, man. It is really good. Old man Copper,
why
what
don't
you
East
lighting up,
Texas
buddy?
jump up?
Oh, you.
I'm
That's right.
lighting up the what am I lighting up? I'm lighting up my ephemeris.
Hey guys, anyone just jumping in here? 26 viewers now. He has a new to him estate pipe, right? It was made in the 70s.
Yeah.
I'm guessing it's
yeah.
it pre-smoked, but it is a cool one, man. It is a really cool one.
It's the I can't. It's packed, but that's the Edwards unique shape 727. It's like an apple, and it's stamp number 7, so it's the high quality Algerian briar, and I think it was made in the mid 70s.
Yeah, I think that's
nice.
Beautiful, man. Kerry, Pipe Philosophy said the gentleman's name was Hans Weiderman.
That's him.
Yeah, I'm probably saying that wrong. Hunter East Texas says instead of a comment, just send him some of that.
Send your address.
East Texas.
Listen, I'm
Why don't
sending
you
him
come up and say hey?
I'm sending him some Briarworks Smokehouse and some Wessex Burley Slice if you would like to throw something in. So
okay, yeah, I'll throw you some Rougarou in there. Always ready to spread the love. You know what I mean? Everyone should get to try it. So absolutely, that's what the whole
awesome.
YTP is about.
So maybe I'll put in some Toke Rustica in a little container. Let him ride the dragon a little bit.
He has to promise to make a video on that one, right?
Hey, there's some stuff. His little docu-series would be a nice little 5-minute, well-researched, edited video. I could, even if he wasn't doing it in the video, just the discussing of it, because some of the machinery in England from the 1720s that's still being used and stuff. No, that was Freiburg.
1720 was Freiburg and Trader.
Yeah, they make it still. I was thinking Wilson's Shero, which was 1760s or something.
Yeah, something like that.
And there's a whole documentary on YouTube about the original water-powered mortar and pestle still being used to make their snuff blends, which is just incredible. It's so cool.
Awesome.
It says here, Glendora does make their own blends entirely. They are, what's the word here? They're brought into the United States through Ladisi.
Yes.
They're
vertically integrated there, though. Well, not vertically integrated like cigars, but it's all within country there.
Yeah, but Glendora is making it themselves, though. You know what I mean? So.
Yes, absolutely. Moments and Seasons is in the chat.
Another company?
What is it?
Is that the Ladora? Are they owned by another company, or are they
No,
on their own?
No, they
they're
own
their
themselves.
own entity.
Yeah.
They're heavily involved in other stuff over there as well, though.
By Ladisi in the United States. So they make it themselves, and then Ladisi brings it over to the United States. But it's all made right there in Turkey at the Glodora factory.
I got a really funny story about this. So the head of production for Glodora followed me on Instagram, and I translated a message to Turkish and sent it to him. And I'm like, hey, I have a podcast and a little YouTube channel. I was like, me and my brother, we really liked your blends, you know. And he sent me some pictures of some stuff they're working on. And I'm like, hey, if you have any information, and I was translating his Turkish to English and translating my English back to Turkish, send it to him over Instagram messages. And I was like, hey, if you want to get the word out on some of your new blends and try to maybe create a little hype within the community, within the States before it launches, send me some information over and I'll relay it. And I guess he got the wrong idea and thought I was some kind of company that had a shop or something. And he's like, well, what's your company? And I'm like, I don't have a company. And he's like, well, what's your YouTube channel? And I gave him my YouTube channel. He never even messaged me back. I thought I was going to have some kind of scoop that no one else had, you know, like get to announce some new pipe blends coming from Turkey. And no, he saw my measly sub count. And he never even messaged me back.
Radio silence?
Yeah, that's right.
He didn't know what he was missing.
Is that Ephemeris Flake the LJ Peretti one?
It came from the Briary.
It's a Ravenwood, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh no, is it one of James's blends or is that from somewhere else?
No, I think it's one of James's. I think so.
Oh.
I'm just, yeah.
What's the one I'm thinking of that was from LJ Peretti, their new Burley Flake?
Enigma Flake.
Enigma Flake.
Oh, I know someone that has some of that if you'd like to try it.
Yeah, we can definitely hook you up on that.
I bought a half a pound of it.
I haven't tried it.
I bought a half a pound of it, and I couldn't even get the bowl lit. It was so offensive to me. No, I did smoke one bowl. I take that back. I did smoke one bowl of that one.
Did it have their Lakeland kind of scent on it?
It had shampoo in it. It's what it had.
It wasn't really late.
Yeah.
Weird.
Oh, that's the infamous shampoo blend.
That's
My
what I heard
wife.
about.
Well, okay, everybody, like everyone was telling me, Chris and everyone was like, and Chris has stuff going on tonight, guys. He didn't get a hold of me, but they were telling me that soap flavor. You know what I mean? And the only Burley based blend I had from LJ Peretti was our Cuban mixture, and I didn't detect any kind of soap flavor. So I'm like, man, you guys are just beating up on this little old in-house blending house. I was like, that ain't cool, you know. And I got this Enigma Flake, which is a beautiful Burley Flake. I mean, it is gorgeous. And it smelled a bit strong, but I got it going. I let my wife try. She's like, that tastes like shampoo. And I'm like, yep, that's the flavor note right there.
You know what's so odd? Like, speaking of the Lakeland thing, because it is described as like this floral soapy kind of flavor, and I get it, but I like Lakeland's. So, like, on paper, the Enigma Flake I should like, but it's completely different, and it just was not my cup of tea. But you can look at the flake and tell that it was like a beautifully done Burley Flake, like really good quality tobacco, looks amazing. I really wonder what that tasted like without the topping.
Before they ruined it.
Real quick, guys. Blue Cord Custom Woodworks is in the chat, and he says, Copper, I think he's trying to get your attention. Caleb Schmidt is in the chat. A very good evening to you, sir. Hope everyone's doing well. If I've missed anyone, my apologies. I'm trying to stay on top of it, but there's quite a bit going on. So
What up, Blue Cord?
Please show me some forgiveness if I miss someone. Oh.
Yeah, Doc had sent me, I think I want to say like 6 of their Burley blends that he had tried, and he's like, this is garbage. Straight garbage.
Tom's here.
I've had 2 and really liked it. So we talked about the Cuban mixture, which is readily available, sold throughout the year. You know what I mean? And I really enjoyed it. And then their Thanksgiving blend, Thanksgiving Day, I believe.
I thought that was quite nice.
What's funny is I smoke all kinds of pipe blends. I smoke Englishes, Virginias, you name it. My wife doesn't mind the smell. Well, excuse me. Thanksgiving Day is just a Burley blend, which I smoke a lot of, like Haunted Bookshop. Doesn't bother her. I light up the Thanksgiving Day. She's like, yeah, if you do not smoke that one in the house again, that'd be great. The only blend she's ever said that about, ever.
Which is hilarious. Guys, someone call security. We have a bona fide rock star
Security
in the chat. Everybody give a very good evening to Porch Piper Tom. Also, another rock star, a YTPC legend.
You don't have to
Timber Drifter's in the chat, and Timber Drifter likes those soapy floral flavors in the British-made blends. So glad he likes that.
What's up, Timber?
It was a long time ago called Thanksgiving Day. You asked me not to smoke it. That smelled really strong.
I thought it was a real chill blend to smoke. It was good.
You want to say hey to everyone? I know you don't want to get, well, you can get a camera if you want. I don't mind.
No, I'm just going to.
Hello, Mrs. Pipe Hunter.
Hello.
What you
Captain Burley Slice.
She knows my name.
Hey, honey, when are you going to
Delta
smoke that
Kilo?
Favinelli 673 that I bought you?
On the right day.
I think it's the right day. You should go put a change of clothes on. We can
I don't
smoke
wanna
that
change
pipe
my
together.
clothes.
Well, that's fine what you're wearing. I don't mind.
First person smoker is in the chat as well. And a very good evening to you, sir.
All right. I love it.
Lee from Briar. Nice.
Did buy YTPC.
Yeah.
You can say white. We got homies.
Yeah,
Only-
Lee Breyer, Timber Drifter really has been in the YTPC for a long time. I used to love his videos. That was back before I would even comment on videos. I don't know. My relationship with YouTube used to be so weird. I was never engaged. It was like a TV channel. And now that I'm making content, engaging and stuff, it is crazy to be on the other end of it. It's so rewarding and interesting. I didn't know what I was missing.
And it's funny you mentioned that because I also watched the YTPC for years and loved it, and I thought that's good enough just watching it. I got a lot of enjoyment out of that. I was so nervous about making videos and posting them and joining the YTPC, but now that I have, it's the same thing. It's like, this is even better than watching, which we still watch videos, but actually being a part of it elevated it even more. It's so cool. Scott
has made it to the chat. Good to see you in there. Blue Cord Custom says, I enjoyed Copper's live the other day. Thank you for sharing it.
Oh, hell yeah, brother. Thank you.
That was a good one. I had something on the tip of my tongue.
Yeah, that was tough, buddy.
Chris, you're killing me. You're making me want to throw a plug in or something so bad. Some rope.
Dude, I need a bucket over here. I feel like a good old boy over here.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, boy. Ooh. Yeah, I feel it. But it's good, though.
I'm going to grab me a cigar, guys. I'll be right back.
Man, I'm thinking I'm going to have a small cigar after this. I do keep a little chewing tobacco around at all times, just in case.
Oh, there you go.
Big Duke.
I don't really get a lot of nicotine from this. It doesn't get my nicotine fix, but it is fun to chew on from time to time. I love the flavor.
Oh, Levi Garrett is some good stuff, man.
It's all.
You ever had some Levi Garrett?
Oh yeah, it's a sweet one though. It's a sweet one. It's a good one.
It's good.
Hey, Walt's smoking that new Appalachian Customs, the Popcorn Sutton's mixture.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, that's cool, man. Let us know how you like it. That's a nifty one.
I don't know if it's my favorite chewing tobacco, but Redman, now it's America's Select.
America's Pride.
America's Best.
America's Best. That's what it is.
Did they have to change the name of it?
Yeah, they took
they had to change
took
the name.
the Indian off of it too, man. The Native American off of it.
Select, what they call it. It's in the black pouch. It's in the blend.
And
That's
the camo hat right there on top. Can you reach me that? It's right there on top.
Oh, and I'll tell you another one.
Camo.
I'm not big into aromatic pipe tobacco. I love like the peach flavored dips or chews. Good, and then Stoker's.
That's a collector's item now.
Yeah, buddy, check that out. I got a story about how I got this hat.
Oh, brother, I want one of those so bad.
It took
been
me forever to get that, man. Like forever to get it off of a guy that had it. He's an old timer, and he only wore that hat when he would go to the doctor. Believe it or not, he wore his tobacco hat when he went to the doctor. And I was always trying to buy it off of him because it was pristine and clean. And finally, I was like, "Man, you ready to sell me that?" And he's like, "You're not gonna leave me alone, are you?" I was like, "I'd really like to have it." I was like, "I'll give you $20 for it." And he's like, "Man, I don't know." I was like, 25. He's like, "Here, take the damn thing. Check this out. I even got a Red Band patch on my helmet here."
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so that's an iron one from like the 80s that I glued to some Velcro to put on my helmet here. Pretty cool.
I might have to do a chewing tobacco video talking about some of the chews that I like.
I'd love to see
Good
that,
idea.
buddy.
Yeah, I'd be
I love
interested, even
Cool.
for somebody who doesn't chew, just to get some background.
I don't
Yeah.
chew much anymore, but Copenhagen Long Cut would be my go-to.
Well, I meant like specifically chewing tobacco. The dip, that's a whole other thing. That's
Oh
I-
yeah.
be okay.
Difference.
Dipping too much though, I'm just be
Well,
buying a roll of Copenhagen.
Cactus is asking what the difference is. Loose leaf tobacco is almost like whole leaf. It's big pieces, and it's not very concentrated. It's like sweeter and just like lighter on the nicotine, slower on the uptake. Snuff, moist snuff, dip, as it was called, is a lot more concentrated in flavor and nicotine content. Also, it's alkaline. It's been fermented and is alkaline, and it helps with the uptake. There's more surface area, and it packs a wallop, man. It really does.
And the
Use it in the same way.
Yeah. Kind of. Dip is usually a little bit more in the, like, you'll see it at the front of the lip, and chewing tobacco, you'll have a wad of it, like a legit quid, and it'll be in the side of your mouth, and a lot more of it there.
and the dip, it like Dakota mentioned, it kind of rests right here, kind of in the lower left side of your lip. And you spit a little bit less with it. There is some mouth control that you have to practice so you don't get what's called floaters. But there's less spit and a wallop of nicotine. You will get a nicotine fix off of it. Chewing tobacco, a lot less nicotine. You know what I mean? So if you're used to dipping or cigarettes, chewing tobacco just isn't going to do it. I just really enjoy the flavor. Like Dakota, it is made of whole leaf that is much more saturated with either a molasses, typically something sweet. And so it's going to be a bigger wad. So you put a good bit in your mouth. Eventually it does compress into a wad, but you can chew it a little bit if you want to. You don't actively chew it like you would bubble gum, for instance, but you kind of do chew it to get it compacted down. And that comes very naturally. You won't really have to think about it. But with it being so much more molasses in it, it's a lot sweeter in the taste, but you're going to spit a whole lot more too. Some people enjoy spitting element, some people don't. Chewing tobacco is definitely a lot friendlier to start off with, at least for nicotine levels. But it just depends on what you want. Then you get into the whole oral hygiene side of it. I've heard people say one's worse than the other. I know that chewing tobacco has a lot of sugar in it, and you can get cavities that way. Then I've seen other people say, yeah, but it doesn't ruin your teeth the way dip does. I've known people that's dipped for 20 years, and they have pearly whites. They just brush their teeth and use mouthwash. You know what I mean? And I don't know. It's to each their own. But
Hey, Hunter, real quick before the comments disappear, East Texas Pipe Club says, hey, shout out to Cornbread Piper for his video. Yeah, he did a really cool video on smoking that Hornet. Timber Drifter gave us one of the biggest compliments from an OG of the YTPC. He says, you guys are just as interesting as any of the YTPC from 10 to 18 years ago. Good to see this thing still going. Man, what a compliment from a great person. Thank you so much. Also, Pipes of Old is in the chat. And a very good evening to you. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for stopping by. Good to see you in here. I really like what Porch Piper Tom says. He says, let's see snuff, chew, cigars, pipes, nick pouches, anything else you can add to your diet. So he's all about it. I'm all about it as well.
And I wanted to say, just in case you're just now getting in the chat, I'm dipping some cherry twist. Okay. Just promoting that.
That's a Sammy G
Sammy, yes.
rope pipe
Very.
tobacco. Twist pipe tobacco.
Right.
Nice.
Steak. Carrie says steak as well. A little steak in the diet never hurt anything. Although today we had smash burgers, and my golly, were they good, man.
I love a smash burger. I got a pile like 2 or 3 high, you know what I mean? But unmatched flavor, phenomenal.
Walt says bourbon. Hey, it's hard to argue with that. That's a little bourbon in the diet, you know.
Hey, one thing I'd like to point out, it is 10:05, which means I've been smoking this pipe for about 2 hours now. So even for
Wow.
a steak, that is slow burning.
I bet you I could get mine still going too, man. I just kind of set it down. Get some of that ash out of here.
I've been talking. It's gone out a couple times, but not more so than any other Saturday night. So this is definitely a slow burning blend.
David G says he's got a line of
What are you
IV
smoking?
nicotine coming out soon.
I'm it's John Cotton's double pressed Virginia. And let me see that David got a line of IV. That's great.
If anyone
Are
can
y'all
pull it
still
off, you know.
finding? Are y'all still finding that online for sale?
No, this was
John Cotton's.
a listener of the podcast sent us a very generous care package of a lot of different blends, and it came from that. I did have 110 of this in 2024, and so this isn't my first time with it, but I really enjoy it. And actually, I'm enjoying it more now than I did then. I don't know if it's just aged a little bit more. 2 additional years isn't a super long time for a blend to age, but it's actually better than I remember, and I remember it pretty fondly.
Well, the timing's good because you've been in a Virginia mood as well. Hey, old man Copper, how's that first smoke and that new pipe going, man?
It went well. I packed it light, so I already went through it in about 35 minutes. But
Hey,
it's good. I think the only thing that got me was when you clean it, or actually whomever cleaned it, and then I cleaned it myself, still had a little taste of the cleaning agent.
ooh,
If that makes any sense.
yep. Not a
So,
big fan. It
yeah.
should burn out. I hate you're dealing with that. It could be a ghosted as well.
Oh yeah.
So some of these pipes, people smoke heavy aromatics. It will seep into the wood pores, and once it heats up when you're smoking it, you could actually inherit some of them flavors. For a while, you'll build up your own carbon coating, and you can a lot of times smoke them ghosts away. You can chase them off with some fire cured Kentucky, that's for sure.
Okay.
You smoking a fire cured through them, and it'll exorcise them demons right out of that puppy.
Hell yeah, I know what to do now.
And in my experience, I've had pipes ghosted with Latakia aromatic and a lot of different, strong, fragrant tobaccos. The aromatic ghosts are the ones that seem to last the longest. People talk about English as ghosting a pipe because the Latakia is so strong. And they do ghost. It is a strong varietal, but I've always been able to kind of work that ghost out if I wanted to, or just leave it in the English pipe. That's fine too. But I've had some estate pipes I picked up that had an aromatic ghost that just never fully went away.
Maybe that's it. It's a little. It is almost a soapy flavor to it.
Ooh, he's got that rose oil thing, man. I know what you got going on. That probably came from Europe, and I know the exact flavor, I bet. Hey, Timber Drifter says IV nicotine is probably the next big thing. Get started on the IV bag art. That's important.
And Carrie's giving away all my secrets here. She says Haunted Bookshop is great for breathing ghosts out. Or
Yeah.
There we go.
I'll
Okay.
do
Not a
my
bad
next video
approach.
idea.
Not
Yeah.
a bad approach.
That's my go-to next.
You guys ever had that purple cow?
I hear lots of good stuff about it. It was recommended to me. One of the people specifically was Josh from Beyond the Burrow podcast. He really likes that, and it's on my list. And at some point, I'll get around to ordering it. But it does sound like a good one.
I think
Okay.
Bean likes it too.
Yeah.
My next Mel and Deal blend that I tried, and I have the tin, I just need to open it, is one of their Burley mixtures made by Bob Ranowski, who made Old Joe Krantz and Haunted Bookshop Pegasus. This blend is called Riverboat Gambler, and it's supposed to be a pretty stout Burley blend.
Which one is
that.
it?
Riverboat Gambler.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'd like to try that.
One I need to get that I am really interested in. That's I've heard about it, but actually looking it up, it's kind of new to me. Kelly's Coin. That's a cornmeal blend. Sounds pretty good.
David G loves the purple cow. I think he's mentioned that to me before.
Who makes Purple Cow?
Cornell and
Cornell
Deal.
Deal.
Oh, that's okay. Yeah.
That's an
Yeah,
all
got-
just a 10 offering, not in bulk, but
Right.
even Cornell and Deal 10s are very affordable and readily available.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
It's got
Definitely.
some cigar leaf in it.
Mhm.
Yep.
I'll tell you. Have you had Billy Bud?
Oh, yeah. I thought, dude, I
Ooh,
still
man,
love it. I had some Billy
yeah.
Bud today. I had a
Yeah.
great smoke of Billy
Dude,
Bud. Also,
Billy
guys,
Buzz.
listen, East Texas Pipe Club said that
Yo.
she'll try that brisket blend on a video with him. His wife will try the
Yes.
brisket blend on the video with him. And what he's talking about, I commented, he was talking about Latakia, and he perceived in his wife in the room note a brisket quality to Latakia smoke. And I was telling him in a comment, and I'll go a little bit further here, if you like that brisket smoky quality in Latakia in of itself, something like Briarworks Smokehouse not only has that brisket quality, it actually has some umami, fatty meat type rendered fat qualities to it, and I'm a big fan of it. And I told him I'd send him some, and his lovely wife, who has been cameoed on his channel and has some great opinions, said she would smoke it on camera with him, which is super cool, man. I'll get that out to you Monday morning. That'll be a lot of fun. Very cool.
I love seeing people's significant others smoke with them. I think that's so cool.
I get excited about it, man. Yeah, it's really cool. You know, my wife isn't into it, but she'll do it because it's something to do with me. She made something today called cake sickles. Do you know what those are? It's like
Saw that today, buddy.
popsicles on a stick, but it's cake. I don't know, but we worked together well because she had a lot of fun making them and decorating them, and I had a lot of fun eating them. So
You did the best job.
I'm still trying to get my wife to have a pipe with me. She hasn't had a pipe with me in 5 or 6 years, probably.
she owns a pipe, though.
I know. I thought I had her. She's like, I'll tell you what, buy me a brand new 673. Let me pick it out because that's my favorite pipe shape. She's like, I'll smoke with you. So we go online and we pick it out. That same day, I bought this pipe and her pipe in the same order. And that's the same night Dakota bought his first Peterson 80S because I almost bought it. I'm like, if I can get Dakota to buy that one, I'll have to buy the more expensive one. And that's exactly what happened. So I get this 673 in, and it's been sitting on the shelf for almost a year unsmoked, which kills me to see a unsmoked 673. But I'll get her to smoke it eventually. I hope.
Walt says that Black Twist tastes like pork shoulder to him, pork shoulder fat. Johnny says Black Irish X is the meatiest tasting blend out there. I have a sample. I bought a few ounces. It tastes like burnt hair. Maybe I need to cut off the other end of it and try it because the other twists from them I love, man. I've had the Brown Irish X, the Rum Twist. All of those are really fantastic. And the Black Irish X should just be the Brown Irish X. That it's the same thing that's been stoved. It shouldn't taste that direction differently. So I don't know what's wrong with my example. I think I have a tainted example or something.
And Just Piping loves the Black Irish X too.
That's what I was
Yeah,
going to say. He
yeah.
mixes it with 5 brothers.
Yeah.
That's
That's
Well,
crazy.
the Brown Irish X is actually a bit
Manly
stronger in
tobacco.
nicotine. The black should be kind of maduroed, right? It's just stoved. But the example I have, man, it tastes like hair, burnt hair. It's
I'm convinced you got a bad sample.
Yeah, you had to have dud.
hey,
There's no
Nathan
brown.
is in the chat. A very good evening, sir. Good to see you in here. Dr. Bob's Nightmare. How are you doing, buddy?
I got a question about the Black Irish Twist. Is there olive oil in that? I've heard that before. There's olive oil.
I
Y'all
don't
hear me?
know.
Okay.
I don't know.
But I haven't looked too much into that blend. So by me saying no, I haven't heard that. I'm not saying it's not. You know, I'm not
Okay.
at it, but I'm not super familiar with the background of the blend.
Okay.
I guess it's possible. It's a natural product, so I guess, you know, they can use molasses in a blend, all kinds of stuff. I don't see why not olive oil. I don't know how it would affect the flavor profile, but
It would affect
Yeah.
the smoke output. Olive oil is very smoky. Now, there is additives to cigars that Drew Estate's horrible about this. The Nica Rustica line, some of the Ligas, some of these, man, they put an additive to up the smoke output. I have no doubt about it. Moments in Season says his wife hates pipe smoking, hates him doing it. They're both in the healthcare field and just gives him shit about it. I'm so sorry, brother.
My girlfriend smokes cigarettes. I'm like, you should smoke a pipe, and she's like, no, I'll inhale it. I'm like, I bet you won't.
Yeah, I'm a
but you
former
won't.
cigarette smoker, and
Make that mistake one time with the strong blend.
Gumleaf is heading out, and a very good evening to you, sir.
All right. East Texas Pipe Club asked if any of us have had Gray Ghost, which I know is a Cornell and Deal blend. I'm pretty sure, but I haven't had that one yet.
I don't remember ever hearing about that one.
Yeah, I think it has like a blue tin or something like that. Let me look it up.
Look that one up. I'd be interested to know what it even is.
I think that's another cigar leaf blend, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, that's Rinky Dink did a review on that. Rinky Dink. He did a review of Grey Ghost, if I'm not mistaken.
So Nathan says that part of the dressing for Black Irish X is supposed to be olive oil, from his understanding. Timber Drifter says he thinks a lot of the twists and even the flakes from Galwith has olive oil in them. He can taste it sometimes. So
yeah, there you go.
So
there you go. Very interesting.
Cornell and Deal Gray Ghost. This is available in a 2-ounce tin for $13.77. Currently on Smoking Pipes. Components are Virginia, Cigar, and Black Cavendish. It is a ribbon cut, and it is of the Virginia family. So that might be a really good blend,
I'll
actually.
definitely try. I want to try everything with cigar leaf in it. Although, typically speaking, a lot of them is not that great. I love cigar leaf, and I want to find more that I like. Now, the Haunting is a cigar leaf blend that I thought was really good. Extremely one-dimensional, but I liked it more than Hunter did. And I don't think it's that great of a blend. I just personally liked it.
I can definitely say this. The best cigar leaf blend I have had, hands down for me, is GLP's Key Largo.
I actually agree with this. This is probably the best expression, the most well done, and like a nuanced blend where the cigar leaf is detectable, but it is a component. It's kind of mentally used, masterfully done. Really
the way
good blend.
I explain it is it's not a pipe blend that's trying to taste like a cigar. To me, what the cigar leaf does is it gives it kind of the mouthfeel and body of a cigar. So it kind of smokes like a cigar, but it's an English blend. You do get a little bit of that cigar taste, but that cigar leaf is added in just the right amount of portion to the smokability of it is what it really affects. It kind of smokes like a cigar, if that makes sense. I don't know if Dakota will agree with that or not, but that was my experience with it. And I don't know, it was just as well done as any cigar leaf blend I've had.
Yeah, it'll chill well moments and seasons. The Haunting, he said he's just gonna let it chill for a while. It'll chill for a while. I didn't think it was overly complex, but I thought it was a great. The one dimension was a great flavor. I really liked it. Just kind of a deep, earthy bass note.
What do you guys think about? Do y'all like Kentucky, Dark Fire Kentucky, real smoky blends?
Love it.
I'll tell you what I've got in the cellar, and I want to open it on a special occasion. But I've got a tin of Maestro Puccini just sitting there.
Which one?
Thanks.
Maestro Puccini, the one that they don't make anymore, that the limited run.
Oh,
Maestro Puccini.
Who made it?
It was the collaboration with C&D and Toscano Cigars.
I know which one you're talking about. They had a couple of those, didn't they?
Regular release, and then you have the limited release, the fourth one that was just
Maestro Puccini.
Right. Yes.
Yeah, tell you
Very
what, that
cool.
was one of the best blends.
Really?
I've had it forever.
Dean said that's his favorite blend, hands down, all time.
Yep.
I wish I would have picked that one up. I have 110, and I have that Toscano blend. I don't know which one it is. It's one of the three that's regularly available, and it is the Latakia, Dark Powder Kentucky, and Perique. And the idea...
Symphonia.
Okay, that one. The idea behind this one is all three of those are processed leaf. Latakia, Perique, and Kentucky, it's all been smoked or something, and they wanted to make a blend of just that. And which sounds
those
like
are some great blends.
They may have pulled it off. I need to open it and try it. I really should have picked up that limited release Toscano blend when it came out. Because actually, I love Toscano cigars with a passion. It's a real love affair. So I should have done that.
Beans, I was watching Beans' video today, and he said, because at his cigar shop, the C&D rep comes by all the time, I guess. And he said he kept bugging him, like, when are you bringing it back? When are you bringing it back? and they
Yep.
kept saying it'll be back eventually. And this last time they're like, nope. Oh, that dark fire that they used is gone. Never.
Dang.
The issue that the industry is having right now is actually acquiring dark fired with enough smoky quality to it that is strong enough, if that makes sense. Let me see. I know in the past,
Yeah.
going back to the 80s, dark fired used to be a lot stronger. And that's also in Copenhagen and everything that uses dark fired. And because in the process of curing that, they put it in a barn and it gets smoked by fire and it soaks up the smoke. Well, when you burn anything, there's carcinogenics released. And what they say it is that the dark fire absorbs carcinogenics. So now the people actually making the dark fired, they won't smoke it as long. So it'll be less carcinogenics. Because one thing you have to remember is, like Cornell and Deal, they don't cure the dark fire themselves. They buy it already processed. You know what I mean? The farmer who makes the dark fire will take the burley, hang it up themselves, smoke it themselves. So like what companies like Cornell and Deal are doing is buying the already smoked dark fire directly from the farmer, essentially. Now, of course, when they get it, they case it, or they might add something to it to control pH. There is a process that Cornell and Deal does, but it's not the smoking itself. And so it's just really difficult to get dark fire now that is smoked to the that manufacturers want. I know Ernie Q at Watch City Cigars, he posted the other day that he has some blend ideas that he's really wanting to do. The problem is sourcing dark fired that is of that level.
Really?
That's some good knowledge.
Oh.
Did anyone
good
answer
stuff.
East Texas yet? I'll take that one.
Go for it.
He asked the difference between dark fired and Latakia. So the basic difference is dark fired typically starts its life as a burley leaf that's air cured in a barn with hardwood fires built under it, whereas Latakia starts its life as an oriental. And the smoke curing process for Latakia, instead of like just a few days to a week or two for the dark fired, for Latakia, it can take weeks and weeks and weeks, up to months and months. Certain Latakia is smoked for months and months and months. And not only is totally different woods used, which will impart different flavors, but they use actually resins and herbs and all kinds of stuff. So same type of process, just executed differently on different original leaf.
I was going to add to that too. I'm glad you brought that up because in the HU FAM that I've been enjoying, correct if I'm wrong, but it has the Cyprian Latakia, and the Cyprian Latakia in that blend. I thought Latakia, okay, here we go, leathery, smoky, but it's actually very incensey, perfumey, kind of, and that was a real nice surprise out of that. Yeah, from that Latakia.
What Dakota and I have been really exploring the past year has also been Turkish Latakia. There's been quite a few blends released with Turkish Latakia. And you smoke that, and you can definitely tell it's Latakia, but it's a lot different. It's a little bit creamier in a way. And like with Cyprian Latakia, you get the woody kind of smokiness up front. And then you get the more floral spice.
That's what I meant. Floral, yeah.
We always describe it, not spicy, but spices in the background of Cyprian Latakia sometimes, not always. But with the Turkish, the smoke is very mild, but you get those like really Oriental style notes more up front. And so to me, it tastes like more of an aged Latakia, because as Latakia ages, the smokiness dies down a little bit. And those kind of secondary players become a little bit more pronounced and step forward. And so the Turkish Latakia kind of has that from the beginning. I don't know how they process that. They process it a little differently. But you can't taste the two. And there's a few blends that will incorporate Turkish, like Smokehouse. We were just talking about it. It's, Turkish Latakia. The Vladora Pese Canoes, that's Turkish Latakia. And of course, most recently, you had Cornell and Deal's Balkan Palmetto Balkan, and this year's has Turkish and 2004 Cyprian in it, which is pretty cool.
That's an accurate description, and I really like the Cyprian Latakia because I like Oriental forward blends.
Yeah.
I like that.
Have you
And
had Palmetto Balkan yet?
no, I'd like to get some of that.
Love it.
Sometime.
It's in English, it's a Latakia blend, but it's Oriental dominant. It's very forward. And Dakota and I think, were both surprised by how much of like an Oriental bomb it is. But if you take something like Early Morning Pipe or Presbyterian Mixture, which is Oriental forward, but it's still a lighter blend, this is Oriental forward, but a little bit heavier, if that makes sense. But not like Nightcap, you know what I mean?
Yeah, the
It's-
Latakia has taken a support role. There's no doubt about that. But yeah, the Orientals in the Palmetto Balkan, is that what it is? They are, for Orientals, they are punchy, and it's pretty cool. I think you'll like it.
Is it out? Is it bought up? I mean, or is it available?
I think
I can send you some, Chris.
Oh,
Yep.
that'd be
It
awesome,
sold
dude.
pretty
Yeah.
quick. I can send you some from
Thank you.
24. What I have from 24, I can send you some too, man.
Sure, that's amazing. Yeah, absolutely.
If you like that Oriental forward blend, I think this one's well done. It's
Really good. It's top notch.
Well,
hey,
I like Balkans. Have you guys ever had Caravan by GLPs?
I haven't had that one.
I haven't either.
So,
The GL
pretty,
blend, the English I like the most that I've had is Maltese Falcon, and it has a great Oriental flavor. So if you haven't had that one, Chris, you should really check out Maltese Falcon too.
I got a big old list of stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Nathan's got some good comments talking about using different woods to smoke it. And
Hey, boys, I'm going to tap
does
out.
support different flavors. Old Man Copper, thanks for stopping by, buddy. Listen, real quick, we got 27 people in here. Old Man Copper has a store. It's oldmancopper.com, and he has some apparel like this lovely hat.
Yeah.
But what he specializes in is wax goods, guys. Beard balm, mustache wax, lip
Don't forget my
balm.
pipe. I've
He's
got
got-
pipe polish too.
Yep, he's got
wood balm.
wood balm with linseed oil and that Caroba wax.
Carnuba. Yep.
How do you say it?
Carnuba.
Carnuba wax, linseed oil. I'm going to put that on some Milsurp rifles of mine to try that out.
The wood
He's
bomb
got-
coming to my
He's got a
axe.
blade balm, and he's going to
Yep.
be coming out with a limited run of Captain Burley Slice pomade. Everybody,
Yes, sir.
he's running a discount code to give back to the community right now. YTPC in the discount code box will get you 15% off of everything. And we really do appreciate Old Man Copper for stopping by and for supporting the community. And you guys be sure to support those who support you. So, brother, it was great seeing you, man. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your night.
Copy that, brothers. I'm going to hit the sack. The old man's beat.
right,
Great to
buddy.
meet you and hang
Yeah.
out with you. I really
All right.
enjoy your channel. It's good stuff.
Hey, thank you so much, Chris. I appreciate that, man.
Absolutely.
Man, y'all are awesome. Be safe, bros.
You too, buddy.
See ya.
So, Chris, any other blends on your radar, or not on your radar, but anything new to you that you've really been enjoying? I know you mentioned the GLP's blend Caravan.
Yeah, I mean, that's one I've been enjoying for a long time. I guess there's about 4 tobaccos that I've really enjoyed recently.
Okay.
They're really well known, but I mean, I've just been really enjoying them. Howl the Wine,
Yep.
great blend. Fires on the Levee is
Okay.
outstanding. Steamworks. The
Yeah.
new Steamworks is really good to me.
Have you had
Uh,
Steamworks? The previous release of Steamworks, have you had it?
I haven't. This is the first time I've had it.
I was asking. I have 3 tins of the 24-25 release of it, but I haven't opened one yet. I haven't tried it.
Oh, I was going to ask you how do they compare, but okay.
Haven't had it.
But I think it's really good. That's a really good blend. There was one other I was thinking of. It'd come to me in a minute.
Old Man Copper's still showing. Should I kick him so it's not showing?
Yeah, I think he's gone, so you might as well.
The what was it that you mentioned? The Howl of the Wine. So I've been exploring. I mentioned Cop Tobacco, and Rat Trace is made by Cop. And so Dakota and I have been smoking a lot of Rattrays, and I haven't had as much Howl the Wind, but lately I've been enjoying. I bought some tins of Old Gowrie, which is really good. Have you had that?
I like that a
I haven't
bunch.
had Old Gowrie yet.
It's if you like Howl the Wind, you'll like Old Gowrie. And there's kind of like a trio. You know how Dunhill has Early Morning Pipe, 965, and Nightcap? It's just like this trio.
Yes.
So I've been reading online, and Rattray kind of has that too. And their trio, their big three, is Howl the Wind, Old Gowrie, and then Marlin Flake. And then
Oh yeah.
kind of like an auxiliary one that's not quite the trio, but it still gets mentioned with it. And that is Brown Clooney, I think. Something along
Yeah.
those. But I'm trying to explore all of those three: the Old Gowrie, Howl the Wind, and Marlin Flake. Yeah.
All right, Dennis is in the chat. East
Before
Texas
long,
is,
they'll have them.
East Texas saying that Chris should talk about the Briar Fox. He's a spokesperson for it.
He is.
I was thinking about this the other day. I'm gonna get a suit printed with the Briar Fox logo,
There you go.
like a full suit, and I'm gonna wear it next year in Muletown.
You're going to be a furry.
No.
Did I take that the wrong
I'm not gonna have a real
direction?
tail.
No
No.
tail. Okay. Just the ears.
No, it's just like a legit suit, like a
Oh,
jacket,
oh.
pants. That's
My
what I'm
mind's in
talking
the
about.
gutter.
Were you thinking like a fox?
Oh, heck no. No, I'm gonna look like awesome, I'm gonna have like
Yeah.
the logo, have like a 3-piece suit, a tie,
Hey,
Dude,
good night,
just have
Justin. Thanks for stopping by, buddy.
have my own
Really
booth.
nice seeing you, man.
Dude, you're gonna be like a pipe tobacco pimp, pimping out some blends. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm talking about. Like, what you need? Like,
Listen, it's gonna be down at the shop. Chris is gonna come around a corner out of the shadow. Hey, y'all ever had Briar Fox before?
right. What you think about birdies and Virginias? I got you.
First
Right.
take free.
Well, I should get a Red Man one then.
A what?
Red
Man.
Man?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. There you
That'd
go.
that'd be pretty cool.
Chris, what I need you to do is buy the 1 pound bulk block of Briar Fox and let me know how it compares to the 10. I've only smoked the 10 version, and I want to know if the bulk 1 pound block tastes any different.
I promise you, that's on the agenda.
Ah,
Yes,
nice.
who would-
Nice.
The person,
How can I be the spokesman for Briar Fox if I haven't bought a brick of it?
right.
A lifetime supply.
Hey, Tom says, I hope to be wearing my YTPC smoking jacket.
Hey, there we go.
Hunter, I think you missed that conversation the other night.
I think I did.
Yeah.
Was that on Chris's live?
Waltz.
Waltz, okay.
I think, good Lord, it all blurs together now. I don't know.
We were on Chris's live last Friday, and I hung out for a little while. I was getting like pad really bad, and there's like a guy on Doddle and Briar. He's sitting here selling them left and right on this live, like at great prices. I'm like, I gotta go, or like I'm gonna be divorced by the end of the night, because if I buy one, I'm gonna end up buying two, and then it's like, this is a bad place for me to be right now. I felt myself giving in, and I was like, gentlemen, I'm gonna walk myself to the door. You all have a lovely night. Let me know how good of a time you
I
had.
got one. Old Man Copper got one. Gary Papa Bear got one.
Ordered two.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I remember right.
Did you manage to swing a YTPC discount?
What is it?
Did you manage to swing a YTPC discount for that too?
No, dude, his
For the
prices
Dial
are
and
so
Bear pipes?
cheap, man. I'd feel freaking guilty as hell, man. I got I'll tell you what I got shipped in that Doddle and Briar pipe, $130, and I'll bring up an example of his work, man. Just impossibly good for the money.
The one that Gary showed today, that was his Doddle and Briar Bulldog.
Yes,
Right?
yes,
Yeah, that's a good looking pipe.
yep. So the one I got was something like this one.
Oh yeah, that's
I think
nice.
the one I got was a little lighter, but this one's got a tortoiseshell stem. But yeah, man, $130 shipped.
Not bad.
It's just incredible. Incredible.
And I'm moving on to some Drew Estate factory smoked sweet cigarillos 4x30.
I haven't had
What?
those.
That's made by Drew Estate.
Yeah. Factory smokes, Drew Estate, box of 50.
I've had factory smokes. Problem is factory smokes are $2 a piece. Not those ones. The
Full size, yeah.
Robustos. Are they Robustos?
They're big Robustos. They're like 5x54 or something like
And
that.
I can get stuff like this for the same price. This is my favorite Oliva V. This is the little Perfecto one. And if you go to Cigar Page and you're extremely selective about which samples you buy and you know when to look, you can get, and everything there is free shipping, 10 cigar samplers for $20 shipped. And if you're very highly selective and you know what you're doing, you can get some incredibly good cigars at $2 a stick.
But warning, do not go there unless you are ready to spend money, because you cannot visit that site without dropping some bills.
Are the samplers like pre-made, or can you like choose?
No,
what you-
they're all pre-made, man. They do have volume. What I can say is people like Skip Martin, owner of Romacraft Tobacco, they make cigars like the Neanderthal and other stuff. What he said at one point, and I showed Hunter the screenshots of this forever back in the day, was he said that they sell his cigars cheaper than he can sell them to retailers. He said he doesn't know how they do it, but that's how good the prices are on Cigar Page. He doesn't even know how they're acquiring them.
And so carry
It's off the truck.
cigarillos. They do. They come in sweet, Connecticut, maybe Habano, maybe Maduro. I'd have to check. I bought them on what's that? Cigarbids.com, and I lucked out and got a really good deal on it. The problem with the Drew Estate factory smokes on Cigar Bids anymore is, let's say the box goes for $38 on Cigars International with free shipping. People like to bid like $55 and then pay shipping. So you got to be really careful on there, because I don't know why people pay if they like.
Yeah, they'll get you with that. Gamecock Piper is in the chat, and a very good evening to you, sir.
We have a really nice cigar shop nearby. And I'm not a cigar guy, but lately I've been craving one.
Yeah, that's how it starts.
Man,
But I don't know where to look. I don't know where to start.
I have to order mine online. Cigar Page, just trust me. I'll send you some examples of. Do I have your email?
No, I'll post my email up on my homepage.
Okay, I'll send you some examples of something I would pay $20 for, or something like that. You know what I mean? To show you what you can get.
Yeah.
Everybody, Yusuf, cheeky amputee, ain't
Yusuf!
got a leg to stand on,
Oh.
is in the chat. Give us an update,
Wow.
Yusuf. How you doing, buddy?
What's going on, Yusuf?
Very good to see you, my man.
Hope all's well. Great to hear from you, brother. That just made my whole night. That's awesome.
Yes, sir. Very good to see you. Update us, man. Let us know how you're doing. How's the family doing?
Back home yet?
Guys, I'm fixing to take off. I just wanted to hop on for a little bit. Had to cut a piece of that. And
Hey, I'm glad
chew
you
on that
did
with
too.
you
It was
guys.
great chatting with you, and it was
Yeah.
really cool to see your experience with that and to find out it was positive. How cool is that?
It is. So,
Hey, Chris, real quick, I want to tell you this.
Yeah.
If you get more into cigars or end up buying a sampler pack of 5, 10, 20, whatever, you don't need a big fancy humidor. Let me tell you what I do, and I've had great luck.
okay.
Get Tupperware containers. Okay?
All right.
That's all I've been using.
Tupperware container. Get a 65% Boveda pack. They make them in 65, 69, 72.
Right.
I like 65. I think Dakota likes this.
I like 68, and there's a couple reasons. And another thing I didn't mention about the Cigar Page, not only is it free shipping, every order comes with Boveda packs.
the Boveda pack for the humidifier
Those are cheap.
packs.
No, I don't know how they do it, man. I'm not even joking.
And where do you order from?
Cigar Page.
Cigar
Go in
Page.
there.
Okay.
But they have Discord exclusives and stuff. A lot of stuff's daily deals. A lot of times is kind of like a drop. So it's not only just what's available right now, although sometimes it can be.
those Boveda packs, real quick. That's why humidifies the cigars. They have to stay
Yes.
humidified. And in a Tupperware, they don't really lose humidification. They tend to last forever. If you need to buy more of those, though, go to your local cigar lounge. They'll probably sell them to you individually, whereas online, you got to buy a good bit of them at once. And
Right.
throw one of those in there with the Tupperware, close it, and you're pretty much set and good to go.
Hold on.
Good. Thank you.
If you
Thank you.
order from something like Cigar Page, that includes the Boveda packs and the shipping's free, so it doesn't matter if you order just one sample here and one sample there. I end up getting more Boveda packs than I can use. I have extras in bags, and one Boveda pack in one of the flatter Tupperware that can hold probably 60 cigars, something like that, 50, 60 cigars. If it's full, the more full a humidor is, the less it's needed or used, the more stable it is. But one Boveda pack will last 4, 5, 6 months. And I'm talking about the itty bitty Boveda packs. It dries up, throw it out, throw another one in there.
Right.
Takes the guesswork out of it. It is extremely simple. I paid no money for that maintenance or upkeep or anything. The Tupperware itself's a few bucks, and they stack well. Listen, I got like 4 humidors in there. Hunter's given me at least 1, maybe 2 of them that I don't even use because it's just a hassle, dude. It's just a hassle.
Yeah, I just want I want to mix it up a little bit, try something new because
We got someone new in here. Cuba Togo, 2003.
I'm
Very
gonna
good
hop
to see
on, guys.
you.
I'll be in the chat. I enjoyed it.
Hey,
like
thanks
always.
for stopping by, man. I
It was
really
awesome,
appreciate
man.
you, and thanks for giving us your experience with the chew there. That was very cool. The
Yeah.
cherry twist.
We'll see you, buddy.
That's good. I will do it again.
Make a video.
Huh?
Make a video about it.
I don't think I will do that. My crazy tail. I would do something like that.
Yeah, I'll be looking forward.
You got it.
Be awesome.
All right, man.
Y'all have a great. I'll see you in the chat, guys.
We'll see you, man. Thanks for stopping by.
All right.
Great
Yeah.
seeing you.
Cuba Toga, he's with us there. He's been smoking cigars 35 years, and he switched to humidor and Boveda pack. That's the way to go. And it's great. You just drop it, set it, forget it, and it just, like you mentioned, Dakota, takes all the guesswork out.
It's really kind of hard to mess it up, man. What was it, Cactus? I'm sorry.
Do you, like, with the Tupperware, like, it's pretty airtight. Do you worry about, like, mold or anything like that at all?
I've not had any issues with mold. We've had issues in regular humidors. Mold is an issue with cigars. It's just possible, period. In my Tupperware stuff, I've never had any mold issue personally, but I keep mine a little bit on the drier side. And one, like, 68% Boveda pack in a big Tupperware with 60 cigars is not really bringing all that moisture up because you're going in and out of it and stuff. You know what I mean? It's not really overkill. If I had to guess of the average humidity of most of the sticks in there, it'd be much closer to like 66, 65%. And really, when you start to deal with mold, is pretty high moisture. But moisture heat fluctuations really can impact it. Also, what you impart on there, if you're going in there and you're not careful, if you haven't washed your hands, you could introduce something into that. And but I haven't really had an issue with mold, man.
Neither have I. I've had mold on cigars one time, and I had several boxes of cigars in one Tupperware container, and it was all contained within this one box. They were cheaper cigars that had a fault from wherever they came from. And so it wasn't really a humidification issue at my home. It was probably a humidification issue wherever they came from. And the mold spores were already there. Maybe I couldn't see it. I got to save the rest of the cigars. I threw that box out. But like I said, that was a cheaper box. And that is one of the reasons for that quality control issue. But I have bought a lot of cigars over the years, and that's only happened one time. And so that's like 99% effective the way we're doing it, essentially, is what I'm getting at.
Hey, Chris is in the chat. Hope your evening's going well, sir. You smoke cigars, Cactus? What's your opinion or experience?
I don't smoke them. Yeah, so I posted a video about it a while ago. I think it was that's the story about how you got into pipe smoking kind of thing. So I was a cigar smoker before I moved to pipes, and I actually had a really good cigar collection. I was on I had bought like Cuban cigars, like they shipped them from Hong Kong, and you could
We
get
got
them.
them from Switzerland. So me and Hunter's had them from Switzerland plenty of times.
This was probably 20 years ago now or something like that. But like you could get them. This was back when you could get them for like a reasonable price. Like you could get a box of Cuban cigars for like $200, $250.
Yeah.
So it was very reasonable. But I also belonged to like a cigar bulletin board.
Mm-hmm.
And like those guys were awesome too. And like everybody would, they would do cigar box passes, or people would send you stuff to try. And like people sent me like some like limited edition like Cohibas and shit that were probably like $50 a cigar. And
Sure.
I just had a lot of really nice cigars. I kept them in a one of those like fishing igloo coolers, so it was like basically a big Tupperware, right?
They work.
And one day I went to go smoke one, and it had like a rancid chemical taste to it, and so I pitched that, and I grabbed another one, same fucking thing. They all tasted like shit, every single one.
You think the plastic off gassed or something?
That's what I'm thinking.
Man, that's a horror story, brother.
I kid you not, thousands of dollars worth of cigars just turned into trash, like stuff you couldn't even like get today,
Right.
So like I was like, fuck this bullshit, I'm done collecting cigars, I'm just never going through that again. And so I kind of like, that's kind of when I started moving towards pipe smoking, because it was cheaper, like
it's
storage for pipe tobacco.
It's not just cheaper;
simpler.
it is infinitely cheaper, bro. It's like, oh man, and hassle free with like ball jars and stuff, mason jars. You can just the storage for pipes, the acquiring tobacco. It is cheap, but I love me a good cigar.
I still smoke cigars, but I don't keep them.
Yeah, I understand.
The cost comparison, this is how I always think about it. Let's take something like a Cornell and Dill blend that is bulk. You can get it for about 50 pounds. Okay, for a pound of tobacco, I get about 112 smokes out of it. Okay, that is about 7 smokes an ounce. And each one of those smokes is a 1-hour session. So that is 112 hours of therapeutic relaxation for $50. You go on the cigar side, you're lucky to get 5 good cigars for $50, because really they're running like $15 now. You know what I mean? So let's say they were running $10. You're looking at 5 1-hour smoke sessions at the same price for 112 1-hour smoke sessions.
Yeah. Hey, I'm sorry. Brian's asking about the Punch Diablo. He says he hears it strong. I heard that too. It wasn't that strong for me. I have a high tolerance. It's a good stick. East Texas is asking about the Lennox, and Chris says the LFD Lennox is not a bad stick. I haven't had that one, but me and Hunter both like LFD's Double Lajero. The chisel tip Double Lajero from La Flora Dominicana is a rich. Some people think it's a very, very strong cigar. I think it's a strong cigar. It's not crazy, but love that stick. It's wonderful.
JFR's Lunatic is another stronger cigar I like. You have the Neanderthal through Romercraft. That's great.
Oh, yeah.
Aid, but the Jacob's Ladder by, is it Southern Draw? Jacob's Ladder.
Draw, yeah.
It's one that I really enjoy.
Those CEO diesels are kind of strong, I thought.
Which ones?
The CEO diesels.
Oh, yeah. No, some of those diesels can be. I had a lot of duds in that line, though, but it's not like I haven't had any good ones, but that line as a whole has let me down a bunch. But yes, sir.
It used to be owned by a guy, and they sold out to General Tobacco. And, whenever that happens, quality takes a big dump.
Yeah, it's now one of the more generic brands out there. Not saying they don't put out good sticks. I've had good sticks, but it's not what it used to be.
Yeah, 100%. And you were talking about Appalachian Customs earlier, so that's what I'm smoking now, the navel slices.
How is that, man? Someone commented. Was it you that commented about it that was enjoying them?
Very good.
Man.
Yeah, this is the first time around, and I was messaging with DMing with the guy on Instagram, and I thought he said, I'll let you know when I re-release it, and then he didn't. He's like, it'll be like next week sometime. And then I texted him like the next week. He's like, oh man, you missed out. And I was like, what? He's like, I might have one tin left.
See, that's the thing. I told him kind of up front. He wanted me to chase his drops. I told him up front, man, look, I work 50 plus hours a week. I have a podcast, a YouTube channel, a family. Sometimes I got to eat and poop and wipe my butt. Like, I ain't got a whole lot of time to do all the stuff, right?
Yeah.
I'd love to have your tobacco, give you honest feedback, and I don't want no favors. I pay for it, right? That being said, I do not have time to sit on your Instagram waiting for a drop. I was like, you let me know. I have money, available at any time. I could actually pay ahead for your next drop, not even knowing what blend it is. I want to try your stuff, and I've been wanting to for 6 months or better. And finally, he did. He got a hold of me, and he's like, hey, got a few of these left if you still want to try something. And I was like, yeah, absolutely. I didn't even know what the blend was at the time. I said, yeah, whatever you got available, I want to try it. His whole leaf methodology and stuff, I'm all about it, man. And been wanting to try it, but I personally don't have the time to try to hunt it down.
Let me show you the
I'd love to see it. I'd love to see it. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, East Texas Pipe Club's got some great taste in cigars. He's a Padron fan like me.
I'm a Padron fan. The 26 over the 64, but I love the 64.
That's what I put. The 1926 and the 64.
He says the 64 is his favorite out of the two. But the anniversary one, yeah.
I'd have to A/B test them, though. I love both
The
of them.
26 is a bit stronger. But yeah, man, they're ooh, okay.
A little chunky.
I like it.
Yeah, this one's really good. Navel slices.
Nice.
It smells amazing.
I like it, man. Looks really good.
I'm getting a lot more into, my tobacco taste, they haven't been changing, but the things I want to try, that interest has shifted a little bit. You know what I mean? I've spent so long smoking Cornell and Dill blends and a lot of other blends essentially made by C&D, whether that is, GLPs or whoever. Anything made by COP is one of my interests right now. I've mentioned that. But kind of the micro guys, the boutique blenders, because they, without getting into the politics of it, they can make things that the big guys just cannot for legal reasons. You know what I mean? They can really push the boundaries of what's available in a pipe blend right now. And that really interests me a lot.
I'm with you. And they, just like micro breweries, they can present a flavor profile that's not going to be the lowest common denominator, right? The thing that the masses will buy the most of. They can really experiment with bolder flavors and stuff of that nature. Chris brings up the 1926 Maduro. I think Padron does Maduro better than probably anyone else in the game. Early morning pipes in the chat. He says, need to try my Padron 1926. The base Padron Natural is great too. Yeah, listen, 26 is fantastic. It really is.
Not cheap.
Not cheap. Not cheap. That's a $25 cigar, but I love it.
Padrons a year. But usually for my birthday, I'll pick up a Padron or something like that and really indulge.
You know what I was looking up the other day, Hunter?
What's that?
I was looking up the Fuente Añejo. So the Fuente lineup's like classic, but I'm not really into all the Dominican stuff because I like a little bit more flavor and stuff. But what the Fuente Añejo is the Opus X binder and filler with a Connecticut broadleaf wrapper.
Yeah,
I think it is a fantastic, and it's a lot cheaper than Opus X. Now it's hard to get, limited release type deal, but oh man, the Fuente Añejo is just phenomenal smoke.
I saw a guy on one of the forums selling 2 boxes of the Seattle Pipe Club plum pudding cigars.
David G asks, is it time for Rustica? Yeah, asking for a friend.
What you get? What you getting there?
Got about an hour, old buddy.
Another cigar I'd like to have again that Dakota and I had last year, and we both really enjoyed it, but it was one of my all-time favorite cigars based on just that one.
West Tampa, Devil's Crab.
So good.
I liked that one. I liked it too, but I mean, it really blew your skirt up, didn't it?
It just did something for me. I love the Perfecto anyways, but this one, I don't know. It just had something to it.
I really like that whole My Father line too.
Love My Father. That's one of my favorite factories, man. Huge fan.
Listen, for years, when he was really, really into cigars, I mean, we still are, but like that was the first company he ever came to me and told me about. Like, hey, I've been smoking these My Father cigars. And it wasn't like a 3-month phase. I mean, it was for years. If ever he was smoking a cigar, which was a good bit, it was a My Father. And
Hey,
so
Dr. Bob's Nightmare has impeccable taste. He says Hemingway short stories, which are fine. I like those. But then he says the Ashton VSG, the Virgin Sun Grown by Ashton. Guys, in the Illusion Vitola, it's kind of a Lancero Vitola. The Ashton VSG is top 5 cigars of all times. It is just incredible.
Yeah, so Dakota, you're a big VSG fan, and we both like the Hemingway short story.
Yeah,
but,
they're good.
I might be a slightly bigger fan of that because I absolutely love Cameroon wrapper, and that's one of the first widely known Cameroon cigars you can get.
I even was lucky enough to find some of the short story Maduros. That's a very limited release and not all that available, and they were quite good.
I didn't know it was a thing until you told me about it because I smoked short stories for years, and you're talking about the Maduro. I thought they were all Cameroon.
Yeah, the short story Maduro is not easy to find, but I bought a few of those. My wife smoked a few of the regular short stories with me, and the Cameroon's got just its own flavor profile that's interesting and delicious. It's a good smoke. I do like it.
Stick that is on both of our bucket lists is the LFD Triple Hero that's made for like one shop. Is it New York has it?
Yeah. So Lajero is the top priming of the plant with gets the most sun. It has the most nicotine, the most flavor, burns slower. It's usually used a little bit of it in the middle of every cigar. It's got a little bit of it, slows down combustion rate, adds a little bit of nicotine and flavor and body. But LFD, when they came out with a double Lajero, it was right after the cigar boom. You know, this is the early 2000s. Everyone's wanting stronger. And La Flora Dominicana was like, yeah, you want stronger? We'll put double Lajero in it. And it's not even that strong compared to some stuff nowadays, but it's a great, like, for me, a baseline in strength. And they had a shop exclusive to a cigar lounge or shop in New York State, and they made, my understanding, still making for them a limited run of triple Lajero, and I would love to get my greedy little paws on those. That would be a lot of fun to try.
I wasn't a cigar smoker when the double Lajero first came out. Well, like by distinct, when did it come out? Did you say early 2000s?
I think so. It's VSG actually was the same thing. VSG come out due to people wanting stronger stuff too after the cigar boom. So that could be a big window, but somewhere within that window.
Can you imagine how mind blowing that was at the time? Because that was probably the strongest thing out at the time. It was probably a good ways ahead of the next strongest thing I could imagine. So I mean, for that time period, that was probably like a revolutionary cigar.
Ooh, so East Texas bringing up, guys, we'll get back in the pipe stuff here in a minute. East Texas bringing up the LFD Lennox. I have not had that one, but they have a cabinet number 5 that probably has the oiliest, most oily wrapper out of any cigar I've ever seen. They're an unbanded one, and they come in a cabinet of 50. I mean, seeing a cabinet of 50 of these unbanded oily wrappers, oh my goodness, guys, they're gorgeous. Really good smoke. I like those a lot. Hey, Timber Drifter brings up one of my absolute favorite ones too. Check that out, Hunter.
Oh yeah, that's the other one. So it was My Father, and then I did leave one company out. Give it to Spill, Dakota. That's all you.
Yeah, so J.C. Newman reintroduced Nightcap. I was trying to look up when this was. It maybe like 08, 07, and it was one of the first cigars I really got behind the ethos of it. What it was, might have been as late as 2010. I don't know. I doubt it was that late. But what it was is they price capped it or price locked it so that at the time the online resellers were absolutely killing brick and mortars, man. And due to that, they made it to where online resellers could not sell it any cheaper than the brick and mortar stuff to give them a fighting chance. And I was such a fan of that. I don't really have a brick and mortar locally I can support, but I love doing that, and I still support small businesses. I'm always promoting Nova and Smoking Bay and stuff like this. But I was such a fan of that. I had to get into that cigar. It could have been Psychosomatic, but to this day, I'm a huge fan of J.C. Newman in general and the Brickhouse line. And he's talking about the Churchill. They've got one slightly bigger than a Churchill called the Mighty Mighty. The Brickhouse Mighty Mighty. It's a big one. And it and the Maduro variant are both near and dear to my heart, and a cigar I quite enjoy.
And so East Texas Pipe Club is asking, has anyone had vintage nightcap? It depends on what you consider vintage. I think the oldest nightcap I've had is 7 years old, which I don't personally consider vintage.
I smoked vintage nightcap when it was new production.
Right.
I've been smoking nightcap that long, it'd be vintage now. I've not had aged nightcap, though. I really haven't.
And then one thing you have to keep in mind if we're discussing truly vintage, like 20 plus years, is that what I would consider vintage nightcap would have been made by Murray's.
Yeah.
Because nightcap we have now is made by STG. So if you're going back that far, not only is it aged that much, but it was actually a different manufacturer of the blend. It's still under the Dunhill name. Of course, Dunhill started off making nightcap for years and years and years. It was introduced in, I think, the 50s. Dunhill had it up until 1990, and then Murray's took over. And then there was another dry spell where no one had it, and then STG took over production of the Dunhill blends.
Oh, Carrie, I'm so glad you brought that up. Hunter, go ahead and finish that.
Oh, that's it. Good.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Good.
One of Jeremy Reeves' thought experiments to blend an experience he had with a vintage tin, and I think he said it was from the 80s?
I think 90s.
90s. Jeremy Reeves, head blender, Cornell and Dill, had a vintage tin of nightcap from the 90s, and he was trying to blend a recreation of that experiment, and that is how From Beyond come to be. Carrie, thank you so much for bringing that up. That is just absolute perfection.
And then East Texas.
And that new From Beyond is outstanding.
It's good. It's good.
East Texas Pipe Club asked a great question. Why is STG making all these old blends? It's just they bought out all these companies over the years. Either that company went out of business, they no longer wanted to be in the tobacco game, and they sold them the recipe and the rights to it, already a popular blend, and so they just picked up production when someone else left off. Or
well, the old blends are grandfathered in under FDA regulations as well, and you don't have to pay the $250,000 per introduction for a new blend type stuff. So that's
is that true?
Yes.
You have to pay that much if you come up with a new blend.
It's insane. I got a friend, he owns a cigar company, and I'm not close with him, but someone I've talked to online, and a fairly established cigar company. And I talked to him. He was wanting to come out with a pipe tobacco line. And I mean, his family's been in the cigars for a couple generations, right? And he was serious about it. And I was talking to him about it, and I didn't hear from him for a while. And I messaged him for an update about his interest in making a pipe tobacco line. And he said, it's impossible. He said, there would be no way to recoup the money. It would be a fool's errand to even attempt it. The FDA regulations are so crippling on it. So you got people that are either skirting FDA regulations by doing micro blending, and God bless them. I love them. Live long and prosper, man. Or you have big companies using established blends and using different amounts of them, renaming them, doing little stuff, or a couple people here, there, and yonder might be breaking FDA regulations. But it's actually a complete crapshoot. It really is. Life with a Pipe. Jeffrey is in the chat. He says, hello, all you beautiful people. And, I know he's talking to Cactus, but good to see you too, buddy.
Well, you could take a blend that's already out. Let's say that's ribbon cut. You could press it into a cake, and you could give it a whole new name, a whole new label. And so there's two, like you could take Haunted Bookshop and now there's Haunted Bookshop Cake, but they kept the Haunted Bookshop name. But if they wanted to, Cornell and Deal could have given it a completely new name, introduced it as a completely new blend, and not let it be known that really all it was Haunted Bookshop Pressed. You know,
Yeah.
I think happens sometimes too. So there's still new blends being released, but
So I'm jumping into learning more about the back end of the pipe tobacco stuff, and it's actually kind of has a black pilling effect. It introduces some nihilism into it because once you strip away the romanticism and glamour about pipe tobacco and you see the other side of it, it'll make you jaded pretty quick, to be honest with you. It's kind of maybe not something you should look behind the curtain on. The marketing gimmicks within pipe tobacco specifically is pretty darn high, man. There's a lot of, marketing gimmicks.
a lot of it.
Yeah.
Like for example,
you take yesterday's blend and you make up a story of how someone stumbled across this new blend, and instead of putting orange juice on it, you put grape juice on it, and it's just a recycled old blend. Just with a lot of interesting stories and stuff to it. There's a lot of people straight up being disingenuine. Lots of companies are sourcing stuff from lots of other companies. At the top, there's 4 or 5 blending houses in the world producing pipe tobacco, and there's really not any pipe tobacco outside of that unless it's a micro blender that's skirting FDA regulations. A lot of people's base blends are the same for 20, 30, 40, 50% of their catalog of pipe tobacco blends, and they're doing a little something different. They're, like Hunter said, pressing it or stoving it or adding a little bit of a different flavoring or something and completely selling it as it's something unique to itself, and it's really not. But the magic with pipes is not how the pipe tobacco come to be. I've found this out really well, and everyone's interested in how the pipe tobacco come to be, right? But it's a little bit like everybody wants the sausage, nobody wants to see how it's made. And I didn't realize that. I wanted to see how it's made. The magic, though, with pipe tobacco is the smoking experience. Pipe smoking is a magical experience. The industry side of it'll make you jaded pretty quick, to be honest.
But one thing to keep in mind is a new blend to us may not have been new 100 years ago. Like, let's say a blend was discontinued in the 50s, but someone still owns the recipe to it. That's grandfathered in. So if they would have released a blend from the 70 years ago today, it would be brand new to all of us. They don't even have to keep the old name. They can put a new name on it. You know what I mean?
They're asking, Chris is talking about a podcast, and people's asking what it is. Guys, it is the newest episode of the Gray Woody podcast. And
second newest episode.
Oh, they have another one out?
Another one out now.
Okay. But it's the, I can't think of his name, the gentleman that worked at Sutliff for over 10 years and turned that company around. He did another episode a couple years ago, and that's where I got the original information about the 507C that we talked about previously. But yeah, just absolutely great information. Listen to it to the end because a lot of the really juicy stuff's at the end. But it might make you a little jaded, to be completely frank.
But the main thing to remember is, if you enjoy what you're smoking, enjoy it.
Yes, absolutely.
Experience, or that maybe this started life off as something else. The main thing is you have it in your pipe, you're smoking it, you're enjoying it. That's all that matters.
Yeah, that's where the magic is with pipe smoking. A is the experience of pipe smoking is magical, and B, and it's a ancillary, it's a secondary effect, but the community is just damn awesome, man. I don't know of a community anything like this one. So,
and the main thing, this is what I think makes a blend magical. Dakota's talking about the experience of smoking it, but coming from the quality side, I think that quality leaf trumps a quality recipe any day of the week. You could have a great recipe, but if you don't have the quality leaf, it's not going to be fantastic. At the same time, you could have a blend that is no recipe. It's virtually like one leaf, but as long as it's really good quality leaf, you're going to have a great experience with it. And we do have really good quality leaf out nowadays. That's pretty readily available.
Brian Moore's heading out. Good night, sir. Thank you for stopping by, man. I appreciate all the input, and it was really, really great seeing you in here. Good chat going on in here, man. Good conversation. Someone's asking about, wonder what hurdles overseas companies has to do to get imported into the U.S. and stuff like this. I don't have it all figured out, but I've got a lot of it figured out. I'm still digging into it, guys. And I'll be honest, man, it is it's kind of the ugly side of it. It's kind of like they say don't meet your heroes.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Yeah, that romanticism, all that notion you had about it, when it's gone and what's left is not really that glamorous.
Well, is there any industry reason all the Perique is coming?
Hunter, take that one. You know a little bit about the two farms producing Perique on the planet.
Yeah. So, is there an industry reason that all the Perique is coming out of 31 farms? So the 31 farms.
Well, first, and then you get into it because you know a lot more about that side of it than me. There used to be a lot of farms down there, and Hunter might know the number, doing Perique. It's demand at the moment. Why it's condensed and consolidated into this. Go ahead, please.
So, yeah, tobacco has lessened over the years, and we've talked about this before. Pipe tobacco buys their tobacco from farmers who farm for cigarette tobacco. They farm for cigarette tobacco, and the pipe guys come in and buy the best of the best, and that's what you get for pipes, whereas cigar tobacco is actually grown for cigars. With smoking becoming less popular, especially cigarettes, the Perique number dropped, because there used to be, cigarettes that used Perique. Now I think just, what do you call that?
American Spirit.
American Spirit's the black label, but
they own a whole farm just for that one cigarette, which means it's probably barely holding on.
Well, and so the industry kind of died down, and that was difficult for the Perique farms because it is the rarest tobacco. They can only do it in one place. Very time consuming, very expensive to do, very difficult to do. And we almost lost Perique at one point. And then for years and years, all the Perique we were getting wasn't really true Perique. It was Acadian Perique, which is this whole other conversation. But 31 Farms sells only to Cornell and Diehl, just Cornell and Diehl. And that's major because, again, pipe tobacco comes from what is grown for cigarettes, and we get the cream of the crop. Whereas this Perique is grown just for pipe tobacco. But I think they're only selling to Cornell and Diehl. And anyone that Cornell and Diehl blends for. So GLPs will be using 31 Farms. Captain Earls would be. Briarworks would
and Cornell and Diehl is selling Perique out to other people as a blending component as well, additionally.
Yes, I guess they would be. But,
even not just what you're seeing on the consumer side of the market. I'm talking about on the back side, the industry side of the market that we are not seeing.
It's been a while since I looked into this, but if you really want a little bit more details, I do have a video from last year called the Mark Ryan story. Mark Ryan owned Daughters and Ryan, which makes pretty inexpensive pipe tobacco, but really good quality stuff actually for the price. But anyhow, what most people don't know is Mark Ryan single-handedly saved Perique. If it wasn't for Mark Ryan, there would not be any Perique today. And I go into the details of how he did that. STG is not using 31 Farms. And to be honest, I doubt STG is using true St. James Perique. I think they're using Acadian Perique, which is
right. They have to be. Unless they're about it through Cornell and Diehl on the back end, they have to be.
I don't think.
Brutal Enough's in here, by the way, Hunter. Good morning to you.
Hey, Chris.
But, so Acadian Perique is like a blended Perique. It might use some true St. James Perique, but the rest of it is not actually made in St. James Parish, Louisiana. It's a similar process, but it's not quite the same. That's a big can of worms, so it's hard to explain the whole Perique process.
Pipes of Old is heading out. A very good night, sir. Thank you for stopping by. It was great chatting with you. First person has some Cornell and Diehl. Does that say granulated Perique? It's really good for blending because it sprinkles in nice. Okay, interesting.
The granulated Perique, I think, is the cut of it.
Would that be like a granola cut?
I've never messed with it. It is called granulated though in the name of the blending component, but that is true St. James Perique. So if you buy like the Cornell and Deal blending components, they're Perique. I mean, that is pure St. James, true, actual Perique. It's not watered down Perique.
Yeah, he says, yep. Hey, Timber Drifter says some of those Daughters of Orion blends are pretty good. He uses them for blending. So, true story. I don't know if Timber Drifter has heard this or not. Me and Hunter got a pretty good deal last summer on some Daughters of Orion 2-timer. Wasn't that the one?
2-timer.
2-timer. We both bought 10 pounds of. No, wait. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Each.
Like, damn, that's a lot of tobacco.
A lot of tobacco.
We both bought 10 pounds of 2-timer for $40 each. Yeah, we got a crazy deal. 10 pounds of 2-timer for $40. And yeah, boy. Hey, I got some Ryback right here, I think. Yeah, I got some Ryback in here. It's pretty good too. It is a basic, a little rough around the edges, simple, all-day codger burley. Not like a over-the-counter codger burley, but like a rough and tough, you know?
It comes really dry, and I've heard Mark Ryan say
Walt,
that.
I'll send you some, Walt. Oh, Timber Drifter did see that. Okay, I hate to rehash that because it feels like I'm just rubbing it in, but it's just a thing that happened, and I'm documenting it. Walt, I'll send you somebody. Not a problem, man. I got enough to last me through the weekend anyway.
Mark Ryan's thought process was he wants you actually buying tobacco, not just water, you know. And so he sends his stuff out really dry, rehydrate a little bit, and it's fantastic. Well, it's really good. I don't want to say it's absolutely fantastic. It's very basic stuff, but in a good way, though. You know, this is everyday kind of all-day blends. I will say I'm down to the end of it. I bought some 3 sales in like 2019, hydrated it, and I've been living on that ever since. And after like 7 years, this is actually aged beautifully. It is really good. I don't know if they're using the same supplier of leaf that they were using when Mark Ryan owned it, because it's under different ownership now. But
okay, so a couple comments are actually overlapping. Brutal asks if anyone smoked pure Perique. I have not, but one of the other comments about the Beast, it's 51% Perique. It's pretty damn close. East Texas is asking if anyone has any lying around. I'll throw some of that in for you as well, man. I'll have to keep track of all this. Hunter's got one for you. I've got a few for you. We'll get a care package out to you just as soon as I can. It will not be Monday because I'll have to see Hunter to get a little bit of that Rougarou off him to send to you. But we'll get that done this coming week. We got somebody here.
okay, good. I'm going to be right back then.
Yep. Hey! Oh, look at that. That's so cool.
Is that first person smoker?
Yeah, man. Check out his frog there.
I recognize the logo.
Real frog man.
I did buy some of the Cornell and Deal long cut Perique just to try on its own.
Oh, so you did try it on its own?
I haven't tried it yet.
No Staple Snake. Love that flag, man. Can't hear you, brother. First person, I cannot hear you, my man. No audio. Oh, he's showing the that granulated Perique. Okay.
I've tried the long cut.
Yeah, show me that long cut. So, ooh, okay. So, I like the idea of smoking these continental components isolated to get a pure reference. I do like that. That being said, you have to go into it kind of knowing what you're getting into. It's not going to be a regular smoking experience. You're tasting a component at that point. But you will also have a component available on hand if you want to do some home blending. So, like, if you know what you're doing going into it, by all means do it. Just don't expect to have like some kind of magical experience smoking something like pure Perique. Although there's someone out there that loves it, I'm sure.
Yeah, that was kind of like my thing. I just want to be able to like, because I don't do reviews because like my palate isn't that sophisticated. You know what I mean? I know what I like.
Probably shouldn't try, but
So I just figured, so I went to Cornell and Deal and I got like an ounce of like all of their blending components, like the cigar leaf, the white burley, the
I
dark.
think it's a great idea just for self-development, if nothing else. But if you want to like say have a base tobacco and add something to it, try to spice it up. That's fun, man. That's fun. Who's not going to like that?
Oh,
You guys hear me yet?
I can hear you. Your audio's low.
Son of a bit.
I can't hear you though. I love that flag, man.
Yeah, thanks, man. I brought out that Perique if you wanted to see it.
Yeah, Hunter, check this out. That granulated Perique.
Yeah, can you see this?
I can.
yeah.
It's like this jar was full.
That's a
I've had it
lot.
for like a year. Yeah, I think it's like 4 ounces or 8. I can't remember, but this was the only Perique that was on. I think it was Smoking Pipes when I was looking for some Perique. And I've had this for like at least a year, and that's all I've used. And I use it a lot.
Moments and seasons head now. Hey, thanks for stopping by, man. I think it's a really good idea to keep components on hand for several reasons, like we were just discussing. Very, very cool, man. What are you smoking tonight, man?
I'm smoking one of my weird blends.
Okay. One of my weird blends. I like this already.
It's called Star Crunch. like
a little Debbie cake?
Yep.
Okay.
Because that's the note I got from it when I first made it, but it's been like a year and it like kind of aged and now it's actually smokable too.
Oddly specific. I freaking love it, man.
I can tell you what's in it real quick.
Yeah. Star Crunch.
And I'm moving on. All this Perique talk, I'm moving on to Cornell and Deal Bayou Warning from.
It's a good one. I still need to try the Bayou Morning Flake, but that's what, 25% Perique?
25%.
25. All right, let's hear that breakdown of the Star Crunch, my man.
All right, this actually, I use this to, or I made this to use up some stuff, but it actually has Borkum Riff Bourbon Whiskey in it. For 1 ounce is 10.5 grams of that, 10.5 grams of MacBaron 7 Seas Gold.
Okay.
4 grams Peter Stokeby Luxury Twist Flake, and 3 grams of chopped cigar leaf.
Oh, cool, man. That sounds
like mad scientists with your blends, man. I love it.
Yeah, it's fun. It's a lot of fun.
That is sort of like the Fairly Odd Couple there, really, when you think about the components you got. It's not common stuff that's put together, so that's cool, man.
Yeah, I'm never going to make any again. It's almost gone, so...
Oh, Brian's back, finishing his cocktail. Now, he's got his own drink here. I think he's a mad scientist of spirits and libations, so we got all kinds of scientists meeting up in the YTPC this evening. This is a lot of fun. Everyone's talking about Perique. Perique's a cool one, man, because Perique can present itself in so many different ways. Sometimes you get that spicy note from it, and a lot of times you get that stewed fruit note from it. You get in a little bit higher percentages. Sometimes you get a little bit of this funky quality to it. Perique is interesting. It's always welcome to me. But sometimes for me, it's a little mysterious why here it does this and there it does that. You know what I mean? I do like it.
An interesting blend that's been discontinued now, but if you can find it online, it's fun to try. It's a tinned blend from Sutliff called 1849 Flake. And so my buddy Jim Inks helped make that one. And the idea was you have St. James Perique, which is true Perique, and then Acadian Perique, which is a blended Perique. And they each have different qualities to it. St. James typically is a little bit spicier, whereas the Acadian is typically a little bit fruitier. And his idea was let's use both to have the black peppery and the fruit quality all at once within the flake.
East
is it-
Texas Pipe Club's heading out. Everybody tell him a good night, man. Thanks for stopping by, buddy. It was
Good
great
night,
seeing you,
Patrick.
talking to you.
Is the St. James only Cornell and Deal?
They grow exclusively for Cornell and Dale, is my understanding.
Any true Perique is St. James because that is the parish that it's grown in. If it's not grown there, it's not true Perique.
Is that what Acadian Freak is then?
What is it?
Is that what Acadian Freak is?
Acadian Perique.
It's kind of like California sparkling wine versus champagne.
Okay.
Yes, that's pretty much it. But I need to go back and look up what all is available now. Other companies can use St. James Perique. I'm trying to think of what all the suppliers are, but if any do, it's few. I think most blends that use Perique that is not made by Cornell and Deal, it would have to be Acadian Perique. And for a long time, they didn't say if it was St. James Perique or Acadian Perique. They would just say Perique, and typically that meant it was Acadian.
Hey, Hunter, Brian asked if there's any cigars with a good dose of Perique. Did any of Steve Stocka's Still Love stuff have Perique in it?
I believe so.
Okay, so there might be one option for a cigar with Perique. I don't know the amount. I haven't had them. Steve Saka is an incredible cigar blender, so it might be worth checking out.
What was it called? Still.
East Texas says, for y'all non-Louisiana folks, a parish is a county. That's funny.
But you can have Perique is, and Dakota touched on this, it's really a curious varietal because Perique can be very black peppery and it can also be very dark fruit and plummy. And so I think really it depends on what it's mixed with to bring that element out of the leaf. So, if you take something like we mentioned, the Beast, which has 51% Perique, you would think it would just be this too powerful, spicy pepper bomb that would be unsmokable. But actually, the Perique there is fairly on the fruity side.
Incredibly approachable. It's one of my wife's favorite blends, and she's not even a damn pipe smoker. You know what I mean? How's that even possible? Incredibly approachable.
And then you'll get another blend that uses the exact same, 31 Farms Perique. It could be a little bit more black peppery.
The Urban Hermit says, Haunted Bookshop is the champagne and pipe tobacco. Nathan's back. He says, good night, fellas. Hey, I thought he already left, man. It's so hard to keep up, brother. Nathan, thanks for stopping by, man. You have a wonderful night, and we'll talk to you again soon.
I need to do a video about Perique and the best blends to smoke to get the different aspects of it. That would be fun to do.
Dude, Perique is, I understand the principles, but there's something about the interplays and the presentations of it. I feel like I'm missing something. You know what I mean? Like there's a key element to Perique that someone knows that they haven't told me.
I find
it does seem a little like their whole process a little bit,
It's cool that it's an ancient Native American process. How, you know what I mean? Like that's one of the tobacco things. Like the romanticism is there, and they're still doing it, replicating the conditions that was done by the natives in this certain region. Very American thing. So that's one area of pipe tobacco that the romanticism is alive. But its presentation, the way it's perceived by the end user, it's sometimes just funny. It's just right when I think I understand it, something like the Beast just completely throws me off. It's like, this should not be like it is, but it is.
Well, and like Hunter was mentioning, like it's crazy that it could have gone extinct.
Oh, absolutely.
All the amazing blends that use Perique, and they just wouldn't be there anymore.
Yeah, correct. Correct. I mean, it was like Hunter could tell you the whole story. He was getting into.
I remember You'll have to watch that. And I'm not trying to promote my own channel kind of thing, but I just don't remember all the details. But I have that video called the Mark Ryan story.
Yeah, it was a wonderful video.
But when Mark Ryan, what was it? So it came down to two farms, I think, at one point. One farm was making Perique for American Spirits, and they sold only to American Spirits. The other farm, the gentleman was old, and either he passed away or he sold it, and Mark Ryan took it over. And there was like 8 months where actually there was no Perique available. There actually was like an 8 months extinction period of Perique. And then he brought it back, and then like 31 farms. I don't know if that was an extension of one of those. I need to go into the details of that. So I need a little research to do. I'm going to do some research on Perique and make another Perique video going into it. That'd be good.
I think that'd be real interesting.
But I need to try some more blends for that because Perique has different flavor aspects. I'd like to have blends as examples to show you this is what black peppery is like. This is what very plummy, fruity Perique is like.
I know.
This is a mixture of the two, something along those lines.
Yeah, definitely can clash with certain. It seems like if you add it to anything sweet, it seems to clash with it, kind of like toothpaste and orange juice kind of thing.
And that's the
Good point.
thing about Perique. It's so whatever you put the Perique with, what other varietals will affect the flavor of the Perique so much. So the flavor of Perique is dependent on what it's mixed with.
Yeah, you look at your classic vapors, man, a Scudo, whatever. And then, like, for instance, let's say you have 3 vapors. One is 5%, 10%, and then 15%. And that is like a markedly noticeable difference in presentation of Perique. So you move up to 51% and something like the Beast, knowing what you know about vapors being between, 5 and 20%, maybe Value Morning 25%, and that's a high one, right? And then you look at the Beast, and you in your mind's eye, you're thinking, there's no damn way, right? This thing is going to be way out of balance. It's not going to be behaving itself. The flavor profile is going to be really skewered and canted and stuff, and it's not at all. So there's like that one aspect of it that I've never heard a good explanation of why that's so. But yeah, it's very interesting. I think everyone's dead on the money. The other stuff affects it tremendously.
I can give you one example that is really interesting comparison of basically the same blend with Perique, but with the Perique acting in different ways. So you have a Scudo, and then you have Deluxe Navy Rolls. Deluxe Navy Rolls was a Dunhill blend that is now made by Peterson. And these are identical coins, and it's not like the luxury Bullseye Flake where it's the Cavendish center. This is a solid coin that's just Virginian Perique. And they are very, very similar, both kind of expensive now. The Virginia aspect is pretty much the same. The difference I notice is in the Perique. And I find that the Perique and the Escudo to be a little bit more black peppery, and the Perique and the Deluxe Navy Rolls to have a little bit more of that dark fruit kind of plummy note going on.
Real quick, Life with the Pipe Jeffrey brings up that Perique's alkaline, Virginia's acidic, and they balance out each other pH-wise, and that's completely true. Timber Drifter brings up something good. He says, gotta get that time machine going so I can try all that old stuff and buy lots of ammo. For the second part, I invested early in precious metals, namely copper jacketed lead. I'm doing pretty good in that department. So 2008 ammo shortage was really a wake-up call for me and my family, and was not able to get 22 long rifle. And I said, I'll never be here again, and I haven't been. So I have invested deeply into that certain precious metal.
You're talking about the Beast. You remember that was the blend that made Alan Harrelson say he would never buy from Smoking Pipes again.
Yeah.
Remember that? I thought that was hilarious.
That's a good one.
Yeah, I remember that. I've got 2 tins of it still. I'm looking at it right now.
I have one unopened tin and some in a half-pint jar, and I'll send that to East Texas with the other stuff to let him try that if he hasn't had it. I know people fall in love with it. I thought it was really cool and really tasty to be a novelty blend, not something I'd smoke much myself, to be honest with you. It wasn't off-putting in flavor or taste. I enjoyed it. We
Popped up on it.
oh yeah. We Seb from Beyond the Burl, that's his favorite blend in the world. We reviewed it on the podcast. I thought it was great, but for some reason, it's not something I would like smoke a lot of. I don't know. It just didn't, with my palate, mingle that well, but it remarkably good considering what it is. You know, my wife does like it.
I'll tell you another interesting one with Perique. Usually when you have Perique with Red Virginia, the Perique will have that dark fruit element. And a good example of that, I just looked over and I saw it, and that's what I'm thinking of it, is Carolina Red Flake with Perique. I didn't really get like a lot of black pepper or that spiciness from it. I got more of the fruity side, but it's a little expensive. But 4th generation Black Dot,
Yeah, that was a good one.
Virginia coin, but it has a lot of the black peppery notes from the Perique. And so that was really cool to see. You don't get a lot of Red Virginia blends with peppery Perique.
I agree.
And then you mentioned like there's like the third level is kind of that the funky Perique. I feel like that kind of comes out in like Fires on the Levee a little bit.
And that could be aged Perique. Perique gets a little bit more fruit-like as it's aged. And I've had stuff like one of the Sutliff Kringle Flakes had a really old Perique in it. And it does get funky after a while. I like it, you know what I mean? But I can't describe it in any other way that you did. It's just funky. You just have to experience it to understand.
I really like that one.
And Walt has some great advice here. He says Red Virginia Cavendish and Perique goes great together.
Hey, that sounds tasty. That does sound tasty. All right, guys. I broke out the Merchant Service Levant. Which side is the pretty one? Oh, I got ash. Dude, that's the one thing about having a craggy sandblast and having pipes everywhere is you get ash down in the crags. You're like, get that off there. But the Merchant Service Dark Sandblast. I love this pipe, man.
Nice looking one.
Beautiful pipe. Smokes well, too.
The Urban Hermit mentions Squadron Leader from Samuel Gawith with Perique. I have a few tins of that available, but I don't remember the Perique in it. Whether
I didn't know there was a Squadron Leader with Perique.
Yeah, it was in a green.
It was a limited release.
I have 2 tins left. I smoked 1 tin. I just don't recall. It's been so long. I just don't really remember the details of it.
I like Squadron Leader. I have a funny story about it. It was probably the second tin tobacco I ever purchased, and I was really big on Nightcap at the time. And I went from like daily driving Nightcap into having a single tin of Squadron Leader, and it was like smoking air, you know what I mean? I had done so much damage to my palate from all the damn Nightcap. It was like I've been sucking on charcoal briquettes every day. Yeah, the Squadron Leader. I was reading a lot of reviews, and this is way back in the day. And I ordered that tin. It was hard to get, man, And I got that Squadron Leader in, and I was like so underwhelmed at first. I really like it. It's just at the time I was coming off of a really, really heavy, strong, deep English.
So Timber Drifter has a great point. He says Haunted Bookshop is different over time. The 2022 was the best, I guess, Haunted Bookshop he had, if you remember correctly. And so Haunted Bookshop has gone through a few changes over time. The first noticeable one was it used to be, really a ribbon cut. And now there is some chunky bits in there if you look, some like pieces of broken flake. That probably started about 10 years ago, but in 22, they were using a different supplier of Perique. They hadn't switched over to 31 Farms yet. And I noticed a big difference in Haunted Bookshop once they made the switch. I actually preferred, like, for instance, vintage year 22 Haunted Bookshop over what's now being released. The Perique in Haunted Bookshop now isn't as peppery as it used to be to me.
First time I had it, I remember a peppery note it seems to not be there now.
Yeah. It's still good. I still smoke it a lot. You know what I mean? And it was the right move for Cornell and Deal to secure this, dedicated supplier of Perique, because Perique is really hard to get, and there has been Perique shortages. So that was absolutely the right move for them. I would have done the exact same thing. And it's still really good, but I would say they were probably using some kind of Acadian Perique or a mix of Acadian and St. James in the past to get that profile.
Let me bring something up. So I tell you what's funny is peppery in pipe tobacco versus peppery note in cigars. Although there is some overlap, they're kind of really different peppery notes. You talk about black pepper in a certain Perique blend versus peppery notes in a cigar, and it's like we're talking about the same food group reference as a flavor note, but they're expressed differently. And it's like one of these points that I don't have enough language to explain tobacco. It's nuanced enough that I've experienced the difference. It's noted, but I don't have the words to kind of make it make sense to anyone else. You know what I mean? So it's pretty interesting.
No, I agree with that, because like with let's say a Nicaraguan Puro, there's definitely this black pepper element to it that I would describe as black pepper. Okay, well, I'm smoking Cornell and Deal Bayou Morning with 25% Perique, and this is pre-St. James, or pre-31 Farms Periques. This is definitely black pepper. Even though they're both black pepper, two very different black pepper notes. You know what I mean? Very distinct, very different, but the most accurate way I can describe both is black pepper, even though it's not quite the same.
Exactly. Yeah. Timber Drifter says, man, I didn't realize you guys went back that far. Good stuff. I've been smoking a pipe almost 20 years, man. Or right around there. Cigars just a touch longer. I know for some of you guys it's like nothing, but
this month or next month makes my 13 years pipe anniversary or something. Yeah.
I think it's 3 for me, but I started trying to smoke a pipe probably 10 years ago, and I couldn't get the freaking thing down, man.
Had a false start. I kind of did too, man. I'm an aggressive smoker, and the pipe smoking does not reward you if you're an aggressive smoker. And I would have bouts of tongue bite so bad it felt like I had carpet burn on my tongue. And I just keep going back to it and trying, but not do anything different, right? The old adage, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over, expecting different results. And eventually it did click, but
for me, I couldn't pack it for shit.
Yeah, pack it. That's such a big part about
frustrated, it. I'd be like, done with this.
Yeah.
And like a year later, I'd come back to it and happen all over again.
The big thing that I had to figure out when I just got started, and it took me a long time to figure it out because I didn't realize you could go on YouTube and look this stuff up. You know what I mean? I was too dumb to even think about using the internet for it. I didn't know when I started off that you had to do like a charring light or a false light, whatever you want to call it. And so I would just like light the blend and smoke and it'd go out. Then I'd light the blend and smoke and it'd go out. And I wasn't really tamping it. You know what I mean? And I just couldn't get the freaking thing to stay lit. But once I figured out that it's essentially like a reverse fireplace, this is your ash bed, you have to do this false light, this charring light, and tamp that down, then it made sense. And it's like a cigar, you toast the foot of the cigar, you have to toast the top layer of the pipe. And then I made that connection. I was like, that makes sense. And then I was able to actually start progressing from there. I didn't have it instantly, but I was able to progress.
The Urban Hermit says the last batch of Haunted Bookshop he had was more peppery than before, so might be something to look forward to. Life with a Pipe's got a very interesting comment here. He says, peppery is more is often more of a sensation than a taste. It's indicative of nicotine content of the tobacco. Spice equals high, not spice equals low nicotine. So very interesting comment. I'm going to have to think about that a little bit. There's a lot to kind of mull over there. Chris, everybody would probably expect Chris to be smoking since 1967 from his knowledge base, but his 2-year pipe smoking anniversary will be this fall. Really impressed with just how thorough he's dug in and the connections he's made and how much he knows about it for the amount of time he's been into it. Very impressive. Brutal picking on me, says those aggressive pipe smokers. Well, that's me.
Me too. I had a comment on a video the other day. It was in, I don't know, French or Spanish or something. And I was like, oh, cool. Someone from somewhere that's other than here, leave a comment. Let me see what it is. And it was on my Capstan Blue Flake video. And I translate it and it says, you're smoking wrong. You smoke way too fast. So I just wrote back.
You're like, I'm about to be more cultured. I'm about to have an insight from a different foreign land. And they're like, hey, asshole, you're doing it wrong.
He wasn't wrong, though. I mean, I do smoke pretty quick, but.
Yeah, well, there ain't nothing worse than someone else telling you that if you're taking a puff more than once every 33.79 seconds, you are doing it wrong and you're a filthy swan and don't deserve to be partaking with us people in our vintage Castellos with our hand-cut German vulcanite stems. That was not a reference to any one person in Europe. Actually, it was. It was. That was vintage nightmares, and we all know it. But anyway, yeah, man, the snobbery. There's not many of them out there, but how distasteful.
The Life with a Pipe mentioned something great. He says smoking on camera is very different than off camera.
Agreed. I've tried to talk about this and put it in terms, man. And this is something I was trying to reference someone else, and it was on the critique of East Texas, saying this is not what pipe smoking is about. Well, a video about pipe smoking and pipe smoking is two different experiences completely. And while me and Hunter, it's hard to do the podcast sometimes and try to pull flavor notes out while we're talking and trying to entertain. Smoking on camera versus off camera is way two different things. And no one's having the romanticized, contemplative, slow smoke while you're on camera. I think that's a great thing. I'd like to hear everyone else's opinion on it.
I mean,
go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, all you, man. Go ahead.
Yeah, definitely when you're trying to talk, it's going out all the time. It doesn't take long. Time flies, and next thing you know, you're lighting it again. That's all.
When I'm sitting here in my smoking room smoking by myself, I smoke a lot slower. I'm much more attentive to the pipe, drawing in flavors. Let's say if I'm making a video, I'm smoking a lot quicker than I typically do. One is I'm not paying as much attention to the pipe. I'm paying attention to what I'm saying. And the other thing is I don't want the pipe to go out on me either. I don't mind relighting, and I don't mind relighting on camera. That's a part of pipe smoking. If I have to relight, I have to relight. It's part of it. That's no problem. But I don't want to spend a lot of time fussing with the pipe and relighting and tamping. I want the pipe to kind of stay lit so I can keep talking, because I'm so ADD. If I've got to stop, tamp, relight the pipe, I lose my train of thought so easy. So I try to keep the pipe going so I can keep my mind going on the track that it's on.
Urban Hermit, I'm not actually dissing Castellos, bro. I'd love to own one, and one day maybe I will. My point was the people that's thinking if you don't have something of this quality and heritage and pedigree, then you are less of a pipe smoker. You filthy.
Did he say that?
The attitude comes across that way, man. Some of the shit this guy said, man. He singled out Hunter, the actual nice brother. I'm the not nice brother. Come beat me up, Come talk shit to me, man. But he singled out Hunter and gave him hell about all kinds of dumb shit, man. talking shit about Morgan Bones pipes and like all kinds of stuff. And us Americans have no taste and no quality.
Jesus.
And I'm serious, man. I'm like, get me freaking started, dude.
I just feel bad for the guy because
He's obviously miserable, man.
smoke what you want to smoke. If you love McClellan tobacco from 1995 that costs $5,000 a tin, and you're smoking in a $4,000 custom-made briar pipe with an additional $1,000 hand-cut German vulcanite stem on there, if that makes you happy, that's great.
I'm not against that lifestyle.
I'm not
It's your
against it.
attitude. You know what I mean?
But here's the thing. I am just as happy, if not more happy, smoking like some 10-cent Bayou Morning and like a $40 cob right now. I'm sorry it takes you so much money to be happy. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, obviously the guy hasn't smoked in Morgan Bones because they smoke great.
Love mine.
Yeah.
Oh, Walt says he attacked Appalachian Customs on Instagram. Yeah, he attacked our Instagram. It was retarded. So
Yeah.
Pipe Podcast, we have an Instagram, Brothers of the Pipe Podcast.
Oh, I just accepted someone to join in, and I don't see him popping up. Oh, there it is. There it is. Okay.
Every week I post a thumbnail of the blend that we're smoking and a description. And he comments back, posting random tins from the internet. What the F? I'm like, it's not random tins, it's episode thumbnails. Well, then like 3 weeks later, the same guy is on YouTube posting random tins that he found from the internet. It wasn't even pictures of the tins that he took. You know what I mean? It was like something he found and he posted it. And I was like,
That's the other thing, man. Just like the guy I had to jump onto here recently, man, being a complete hypocrite, giving East Texas a hard time about doing top 5 videos. And you look in the last month, the guy had 2 top 5 videos. I'm like, good Lord, bro, really? How do you look in the mirror in the morning, dude? Anyway, Toadeye says that's the guy reported about 25 times in different videos, which is hilarious. Blue Cord Custom says he singled me out, saying my pipes are made out of driftwood. Yeah, man, it's just incredible. There's very few bad apples in this community, but there's a couple, and that Wazoo is certainly one of them.
Really, I mean, you're going to go on the internet and just like pick on people because you don't like what they're smoking or what they're smoking out of. I mean, it's so childish.
It is. Look, I would say I can imagine what kind of wife this guy has, but I doubt this guy like has a dog that could love him. So I'm not even going to go there. You know what I mean?
Who's this guy you're talking about, Dakota?
What is it?
Who are you talking about?
Vintage Pipe Nightmares. I'll just say it as it is. He's a miserable person that just wants to bring people down.
I don't think I follow him.
Yeah, well, I did for a while.
I did the video cussing out Match's 860 daughter. The thumbnails middle.
Oh, yeah, that was a whole schmozzle though.
I don't even care about that. I don't think his daughter played that card very well. But the thing that really got me, man, is he started showing up in Hunter stuff. Hunter's a nice dude, man. Hunter ain't got a bad word to say about anyone.
Actually, I absolutely do. I just don't show it on here too much. I'm really
okay, whatever. You can act like a hard ass all you want. You're a nice guy. And I can be a nice guy if I have something nice to say about you because you're a nice person. But I call a spade as well.
Bayou Morning. It's Hunter's fault I'm addicted to Bayou Morning. It's all his fault.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good. I like it too.
I'm glad. Listen, I was nervous about that because you said you're going to get some, and then you're like, oh, but I don't like Elizabethan because I like Elizabethan. I'm like, oh, man, he's not a vapor guy. I was getting nervous that you took my recommendation and, like, spent your own money. And I know being in Canada, like, pipe tobacco can be a lot different than me here in America buying, you know, different situation. But then you wrote back, oh, this is great. I love it. I'm like, woo, glad to hear that.
Hey, David G put a comment to wrap up on that subject, guys. He said, the size of the pound box is the same for everyone.
Yeah.
So amen to that. And in that vein, one more thing I'll say. When you look at that headstone and you look at the 2 dates and you got that one dash in between, that little dash represents your whole life. That represents how you treated people, how you conducted yourself, how you lifted up your brother, your fellow man, or how you did not. And for me, I want to be remembered as someone who did lift up my fellow man every chance I got, empower people. The rising tide lifts all ships. And I think that's what it's all about. And we have such a beautiful energy of that here within the YTPC with very few exceptions, man. You guys are rock stars, and I love each and every one of you.
There's characters I won't follow on in YTPC for reasons that I
Right.
was told about certain individuals, right?
Right.
So I don't follow them, and there's reasons for that. But I'm not going to get into that. You just
Yeah,
don't
well,
follow
you
them.
don't have to. It just
But to
leave it to
bash, but to
loudmouths
bash
like me.
somebody, but to bash somebody for smoking, saying Hunter was smoking driftwood or somebody else was smoking driftwood, that no.
He was talking about Bluewood's work, saying he made his pipes out of driftwood. Bluewood is a freaking veteran of our military, a stand-up guy who's he's giving stuff away like you wouldn't believe. It's just absurd to me. Telling us when we had the YTPC Legends pipe commissioned through Chris Morgan and Morgan Bones that Morgan Bones pipes are overpriced crap and Americans have no taste, and like, come on, man, who does that?
But here's the thing we all have to remember about this. If you see his videos, it's just him. You know, he's
That's
not.
true. There's no community with him. That's true. That's true.
He has friends. We do lives every Friday and Saturday, whether it's on Walt's or Chris's or ours. You guys come on here. We get to chat. We have the video or the comment section down here. Half of us have met up and, met at Muletown. You know what I mean? And that's the thing. We have each other. We have the community. We have friendship. And this dude's just a lonely, miserable dude with no one else in his life. You know what I mean?
Hey, Dr. Bob's Nightmare, I am the bad cop. That would be me.
I saw Dakota's video not going after, but commenting about that gentleman I'm using gentleman loosely. About
No, I think he is, and I wouldn't want anyone to not subscribe to him or support him. I just think he made a fatal error, and he lived in an echo chamber. No one let him know, and that was all, man. Nothing more than that.
But there was no reason. AI, whatever. It's your channel. Do what you want with your channel.
Yeah, if you don't like it, don't watch, man. I don't like attacking people, especially someone new to the community, man. And especially someone new to the community that has a lot to offer and is offering it to the community to make someone feel unwelcome in this community is like just a grievous error that is unacceptable. You know what I mean?
I have to agree with. Sorry to interrupt you, Dakota. I have to agree with Timber Drifter. You guys are bringing us back to the YTPC from years and years ago.
Well, that's my inspiration, brother. I mean, honestly, I've been watching YTPC since before it had that term. You know what I mean? And I did not interact for some reason. Man, listen, as a kid, I had speech impediments. I went through years and years and years of speech therapy. I'm ugly. I fell out of the ugly tree. I hit every branch of the way down. You know what I mean? My wife
there's not
is
too
the
many of
Denver,
us that
she might be biased. But I was very hesitant to put that public face forward, right, for my own insecurities. And doing it's been one of the best decisions I've ever had, man. This community is just phenomenal.
You're not ugly. I'm fat, bald, got a beard. You know, you got hair. At least you're better looking than me.
I do have hair. I do.
You're getting a pomade named after you. Come on.
Damn pomade coming out. Who would have freaking thunk it?
Pretty soon you and Hunter are going to have pipe tobaccos named after you.
I don't know about that, but it is 2 minutes till midnight here on the East Coast, which means it's almost time for the Rustica snuff. And Lordy, here we go.
I figured I'd stop in and say hi anyway, since I haven't been on here in a while to say hi. So,
man, I'm glad you stopped by, bro. It's good seeing you.
And listen,
is it warming up there yet?
It was. It's a little bit. It was up about 8 degrees Celsius today.
Okay.
We still got snow to melt, so we still got snow. It's supposed to rain heavy tomorrow, so hopefully that gets rid of some of the snow.
Do you play hockey, or did you? Are you like a real Canadian, or are you one of them fake Canadians?
Oh, I kill animals. I hunt.
Oh, I'm down with that. Yeah, that's cool. You get a pass.
Yeah, I hunt fish.
Favorite caliber?
I use a 20 gauge or a 12 gauge because I only hunt birds and
lots of shotgunners up there, man. I was hoping you were going to say like something like a 303 Brit, like a Lee Enfield number 4 Mark 1 or something. Very big presence in Canada.
My dad has a 303 Lee Enfield Jungle Edition.
Oh man, that's Jungle Carbine. Is it? You think it's a real one or one of those counterfeit ones? Man, they're worth a little bit of money now, man. Those are cool rifles.
My grandpa bought
SKS
it.
was really big, but I don't even know if you guys can get them now. And that handgun stuff in Canada, last I heard is they're going door to door, man. They said they're going to send out the Mounties.
No, you can own a handgun. If you already own a handgun, you're fine. You can't buy a handgun in Canada anymore.
I heard that was going to change, that it wasn't grandfathered or something, that it was going to go from that to possession was prohibited. I don't know.
Because I have friends that, well, one guy, he's a retired military guy from the military here in Canada, and he has handguns. I don't think the police would be smart enough to try to come and get him.
All right, guys, it is midnight. Listen, real quick, there's a Canadian gun channel, big guy on the 303. I love his name is Rifle Chair. If anyone's interested in Canadian musketry and stuff, this guy's a forester that works for the government, but he is awesome. Rifle Chair on YouTube. Check him out. I love him. 30-40 Craig for the win. Dr. Bob's Nightmare. Here we go. Hunter, are you ready?
Before we start, I got to thank Hermit here real quick for his comment saying we're kind of like the old school YTPC. That's about the nicest thing anyone's ever said.
Yeah, that is quite the compliment, man.
And,
Well, I was agreeing with Timber Drifter.
oh, okay.
That's a big comment coming from him too, man. He is the old school YTPC. You ready, Hunter?
I'm sure that David G's ready. I'll do the
David
count.
G, he's chomping at the bit. He was ready 2 hours ago.
Okay, here we go.
Hunter's
3,
gearing up.
2, 1.
No, I'm going a little slower, man. We'll try not dying.
No, Dakota, what they're trying to do here, they're trying to do a gun buyback program.
Yes, ain't that silly? They never owned those guns. How's that a buyback?
I hate that.
And it's failing. Even the police are saying no.
I heard it was 4-point-some% overall participation for the mandatory buybacks.
Nobody's doing it. They lost money.
They can go pound sand, man. Oh, it's a kitty.
I heard a story one time. I can't remember where it was, but they did a gun buyback, and somebody figured out they were taking like any
the 3D
gun.
printed ones. Did you see that?
Or they were just given like there was like a profit margin to be made with. They were giving out like gift cards, and you could somebody just totally.
Dude, there was a guy that 3D printed. You remember the first 3D printed single shot pistol, the firing pin?
Oh yeah, it looked like an AR receiver.
Yeah, dude, it was considered a viable firearms. They had $35 in each print, and they were given $150 per.
Yeah.
And this one guy, what state was that? I remember this right up on ARFCOM or something. It was freaking hilarious, dude. Guy had boxes of these, and they had to pay him for them, man. Mm-hmm. He had like a freaking scheme going on, man, getting a little bit of that tax dollars back. I thought it was beautiful.
Dude, Dakota, the whole inside of my nose is numb.
Dude, I did that real slow. That was the most pleasant Rustica I've ever taken in my life. Well, I got it in there, but at a very slow rate.
After
beautiful
months doing this, I think we're finally figuring this out, which is scary because it isn't meant to be taken this way. So we're advancing the scientific knowledge of Rustica at this point.
Oh, so Brutal's bringing up Mark Serbu, who makes the really cheap single shot 50 cal. That dude's a real gun nut. I love him, even though that was the one that blew up on Kentucky Ballistics and yeah. But yeah, Mark did design one just specifically for that reason. So good call there, Brutal.
Yeah. Is it
Kentucky Ballistics? Put a thumb in it.
I got the T-shirt that says it to support him. Just put a thumb in it.
He's a cool guy. We watch his show. My dad and I will watch his show. It's cool.
Yeah, man. He's kind of got popular and knows it. So like that vibe of like, I don't know, it's changed, but I really like his stuff.
Dakota, this David first bump of Rustica.
I see that. Listen, David G really is an animal, guys, and I know that might sound like demeaning, but I'm kind of in awe of him. I mean, he is my spirit animal.
Is it sad that I'm almost looking forward at this point to the Saturday night Rustica bump? Like I'm starting to.
I had an actually really pleasant one. David G left a comment on my channel today, guys. I had to stop everything I was doing, and my wife was busy in the kitchen. I was like, honey, come over here and read this comment. David G left me a heartfelt comment. I mean, it might not have been to him. It was just an observation, but legitimately touching comment that made me feel some kind of way, man. Seriously, you guys are the damn best. And meeting David G is just a complete honor. Be able to call him friend. Really, really cool community. Brutal Enough was Team FPS Russia.
Yeah.
Oh man, I don't know if you guys remember when he loaded that old clunker truck up with Tannerite, and he touched that son of a bitch off, and that truck door come flying right past his head. That is the craziest shit I've ever seen in my life. These YouTubers with Tannerite. That one guy shot a riding mower, and the deck, one of the panels took his leg clean the hell off, man. The guy's like Yusuf now, legit, one leg because of a Tannerite video.
Kendall Gray. I was watching him shoot beaver dams using Tannerite.
Yeah, wasn't that wild? Now, I'll tell you what does work really well. Get an overripe watermelon, cut out a little bit of a core, and put the Tannerite jar right in there. I got a couple videos of that. You might be able to find them in my shorts. My kids love going to the range with me and watching me set off a pound of Tannerite in a watermelon. It's just like pink mist for like 30 feet in every direction. There's not like a sizable piece of watermelon left. It's beautiful. And that's safe.
They let you do that? Shooting range?
Oh, yeah. It's a public range.
Outdoor.
We clean up while we're there. It's like a public service thing. I have the kids like pick up trash and stuff. So typically speaking, we're adding to it and then adding some potholes in the green. But, you know, it's an exchange thing. It's a value exchange.
My best friend used to be a competitive shooter here and came across over to the United States and competitive shoot over there in Michigan and stuff. And he had the one guy that was the range master. He'd see a deer coming onto the field while they were shooting. Hold the line. Boom! Shoot the deer and go drag it off to the camp.
Listen, I grew up on deer meat, man. We were poor growing up. I ate a lot of deer, and some of them were shot in some situations that might not have been noble, you know. So I get it, man. Gotta eat. Dr. Bob's Nightmare said he called out his fake Russian accent like 20 years ago. It's so funny. Dude was like from Tennessee or something, and everyone thought he was actually Russian, or a lot of people, the bulk of them did FPS Russia. It's freaking hilarious.
He got swatted, right? Like they came in and took
He did. He went to jail for like years over like a half an ounce of weed or something. Life with the Pipe Jeffrey's heading out, man. Thanks for stopping by. Always good to hear from you, my friend.
I come in and scare everybody away. Sorry, guys.
No, it's getting late, man. But we start winding down about this time. It is what
Especially
it is.
for you East Coasters.
Yeah, it's midnight 07 here on the East Coast, the best coast.
Yeah, midnight 07 here too.
I'm waiting on Johnny's comment.
Oh, are you still in this time zone? I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
I gotta take caffeine pills, no dose to stay awake this late, man. I get up 4:30 every morning, pretty much every day of the week. So Saturdays are a long day for me, but I love doing it.
So instead of taking caffeine pills, should we just start the live with a bump of Rustica? Is that what we need to do? Is that
if you want to, I'm your Huckleberry. I'm down. We can give it a go.
Oh, maybe we could start with the Indian Rustica and then end with the Toke Rustica.
I'm a little scared of that Indian Rustica. That last time I did it, man, it is so fine. You have to really approach that with a little bit of caution.
Yeah, I'm not doing a bump of that at the moment because I just had the Toke Rustica and I do not want to hallucinate tonight. But maybe like 2 hours apart, I can make that work.
Brutal saying that FPS Russia was set up. He says someone sent him some CBD weed via the mail. Police raided him and found the stuff in the mailbox. Very weird. Yeah, well, the thing is, in the U.S., if you have an illegal substance, a drug, we're talking about one pot seed, right, and a firearm, and you are in possession of both, it's an instant felony, federal, with minimum mandatories and all kinds of other stuff. It is part of the law that is just like a little bit overbearing, I think.
about that whole situation is I think he got tackled with the felony. I think he had all of his guns were taken from him. His YouTube channel's still up, his videos, I believe.
It wasn't for a long time. After he come back, I don't know about the timeline. They went down for a long time. His channel did, and that was brought back up. I believe they're available now. And he's doing live streams and stuff with some of the gun tubers every once in a while. You can see updates from him. I haven't been kept abreast. I haven't been following him.
I don't think he can legally handle a firearm now, though. I think
no, he's a convicted felon. So yeah, that's quite difficult, but it's possible still.
Shout out to you real quick, Dakota. Thanks for the YTPC Legends pipe. That was a cool idea.
No, brother, you're the legend. I just made some phone calls, man. You're the legend, each and every one of you, man. Thank you guys for letting me participate in that, enabling me to pick up the phone and making that happen, man.
Hunter, this is a good. I'm smoking some Bayou Morning right now. This is
I'm
a good
smoking.
one.
It's a good blend, man. I need to try the flake myself, guys. I haven't had it yet. The Bayou Morning Flake sounds delicious. I need to try it.
It's a good blend. There is a another Cornell and Dill blend that I'm really wanting to try. That's also a vapor. 3 Friars or Frayers. How do you say it?
Friars.
Friars.
3 Friars.
I haven't had that one.
Well, it was inspired by 3 nuns, but it's a ribbon cut. And what I've been told is as a replica blend or a match blend, it's terrible. But if you look at it as its own blend, it's fantastic.
Sure, just like the Timbers Buster and a bunch of the stuff I've reviewed that was supposed to be a match and I actually liked, but a horrible
They also have
comparison.
So that one's in bulk, and there's also Cornell and Dill exclusive, which is 50% per week, and it's in bulk.
Johnny says he still wants his 10% royalty for copyright infringement. Hey, listen, that was kind of Hunter's idea, and he would know it was your tagline if he watched your videos.
Look, Johnny, it caught on, brother. What can I tell you? We're all now because of
that's where the inside joke comes from, guys.
20%.
What is it?
20% is the going rate.
Oh, I think that's fair. Hey, I made $0.00 off this, so
Actually, he lost money on it because he bought the pipe.
it was actually a lot of fun, guys. I'm looking forward to doing the next sort of thing like this. I had a blast with it. I got to talk with Chris Morgan, who happened to be an amazing human being, and we had some really good chats. I got to send some business his way. I've been a fan of his company since the first product of his I purchased, and extremely cool, overwhelming response. Yeah, it really exceeded expectations. And boy, we had a bunch of them at Muletown, didn't we, Hunter? And then people like Kevin, the Winchester Piper, happenstance happened to be there with Chris Morganbone's bent apple that was not even a YTPC one. He just happened to have one there that he was smoking. So very cool.
We were at Muletown Briarworks shop, and I'm telling you, these Bones pipes are everywhere. I called it the Boneyard. I mean, had one.
There was a bunch. It was incredible.
And David was the darkest, without a doubt, the most smoked one by the time we got there.
Well, David just blazed it.
He said that. So we broke ours in on the Saturday before Muletown on the live, and that's when he started smoking his. We all smoked him for the first time then, and it was the only pipe he smoked until he got to Muletown. So he said he smoked it like 10 times a day for a week, and it was dark by the time
he had cake built up on the rim. I had like 3 bowls through mine. And we got there, and it looked like he dipped his in motor oil and had cake built up on the rim. I was like, "Damn, son!"
I want to have
faking it.
Tomorrow, I'll post the picture I took of both our pipes side by side.
Oh, I forgot you did take a picture. Yeah. That's so funny.
And you can't fake it. You know, you could put the oil on the outside, but that cake built up.
Oh yeah, he legit had been smoking the tar out of it, man. Johnny didn't get one. Well, you know what? We can fix that, Johnny.
I have a Phil Rivara pipe Phil calls it the Danish design, and I got it in the mail within 4 days. I had the rim black. Cake buildup was. I sent him a picture. He's like, Jesus. He goes, next pipe I build for you, I'm gonna build and put asbestos in it.
I would love a Phil Rivera pipe. I need to get one day.
They're very cool, guys. I'm crashing down. It's past my bedtime. Listen, I appreciate everyone. Big thanks to First Person Smoker for jumping on the live tonight, man. That is so cool to see you in here, brother. It was an absolute pleasure. Please do it again. Cactus, as always, man. Great chatting with you. I love your perspective. Thanks so much for stopping by. Urban Hermit up there in the land of the cold. Thanks for stopping in, man. Thanks for the updates. It's great chatting with you.
Have a good night, guys.
You too, man. Listen, guys, everybody in the chat, we love you. We appreciate you stopping by. Tom did send Johnny one, so I don't have to send him mine. I was getting ready to, man. It's just one stop at the post office away, buddy. No sweat off my back. Listen, everybody, Timber Drifter, good to see you. See, now I'll name someone, and I'm going to have to try. I can't name them all. Thank you all for stopping by. Blessed to be surrounded by such great people. Really, really, really appreciate each and every one of you. And with that, guys, we'll catch you.